This is San Diego Padres baseball this afternoon from Petco Park in beautiful downtown San Diego, California. Final game of this three-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the San Diego Padres. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Andy Mazur alongside Jerry Coleman. Ted Leitner rejoins us on Friday night in Seattle as the Padres are looking to go for the sweep here this afternoon. They have already ensured their third consecutive series victory with that win last night 4-2 over the Kansas City Royals behind Clayton Richard, who went 7 strong and gave up only a couple of earned runs. He's now 4-9. Keith Bell came on for his 22nd save in the ball game last night. Today it'll be the matchup of Tim Stauffer. He's been real good as of late. He has a record of 3-5 and a great ERA at 3.09. He'll be opposed by Bruce Chen, who comes in with a 4-1 mark and a 3.88 earned run average. He spent a whole bunch of time, though, on the disabled list, making just his second start since being reinstated. Beautiful day for baseball here. The lineup cards are being exchanged at home plate. We want to get to those lineups right now. We welcome in the Colonel, Jerry Coleman.
All set to go, Andy. Thank you so much. Milky Cabrera in center field leading off for Kansas City. The number 2 hitter will be Chris Getz at second base. At first base, Eric Hosmer will be the man. Cleanup batter, Alex Gordon in left field. The right fielder will be Jeff Francoeur. At third base, Mike Moustakas. He'll be the third baseman, batting 6th. Hitting 7th, Brian Pena. He'll be doing the catching. And Alcides Escobar will be at shortstop. He'll be hitting 8th, and pitching and batting 9th will be Bruce Chen. We'll be back with the Padre lineup right after this. It's Double X 1090 on the San Diego Padres Radio Network.
Have you been waiting to buy a new car? Well, right now, the fuel-efficient and time-tested Honda lineup makes more sense than ever. Fuller Honda announces their 0.9% financing holiday sales event. Fuller Honda is well-stocked with new 2011 Honda Accords, Civics, CR-Vs, Fits, Odysseys, Pilots, and the 2012 Honda Civic. All have 0.9% financing for 60 months on approved credit. Take advantage of the 0.9% financing holiday sales event going on now through July 5th at Fuller Honda. How cool would it be to take that holiday trip in a brand new sparkling Honda? Go to Fuller Honda today and get inside one and experience the Honda difference at a dealership that has withstood the test of time. For over 60 years and 3 generations, San Diego auto buyers know to think Fuller. Fuller Automotive and Honda vehicles, an unbeatable combination in a fantastic location. Auto Park Drive off the 805 in the Chula Vista Auto Park.
Think Fuller, think Fuller. The fifth sea of diamond quality. Collins Family Jewelers.
This is Bill Collins from Collins Family Jewelers. Nothing expresses your love like the gift of fine jewelry. For a gift your loved one will cherish for a lifetime, trust the dedicated jewelry professionals at Collins Family Jewelers in the Mira Mesa Mall. Collins Family Jewelers, the fifth sea of diamond quality.
The fifth sea of diamond quality. Collins Family Jewelers, the fifth sea.
Listen up, Padres fans. Buster here, chairman of Petco. Are your pets at the top of their game? They can be when you feed them Petco's certified nutrition. It's pet food that meets my standards for essential, advanced, and natural nutrition. Or it ain't going on my shelves. It's that simple. So swing by Petco and ask my Petco certified nutrition expert some questions. I guarantee we'll have all your nutrition bases covered. Learn more at petco.com/certified. Petco, where the healthy pets go.
Powered by the Cox Communications Studio. This is Double X 1090.
For the San Diego Padres going for a sweep over the Kansas City club today, it's going to be Chris Denorfio leading off in right field, batting second, Cameron Maven in center. At third base, batting third, Chase Headley. The number 4 hitter, Ryan Ludwig, in left field. Anthony Rizzo will be at first base. He'll be batting 5th, hitting 6th. Orlando Hudson, the second baseman. The shortstop, Alberto Gonzalez. Today, that's unusual, but he'll be at short. Hitting 7th, hitting 8th, Rob Johnson, the catcher, will bat 8th. And pitching and batting 9th, Tim Stauffer. And Andy Mazur, to me, the greatest hero in Major League Baseball in the field today, his name is Bruce Chen. This is his 10th team.
How about that?
10th team. My God, where's he been?
And he's not all that old either.
I know, at 34.
So Tim Stauffer going through his final warm-up tosses here. We mentioned that Stauffer has just been incredible as of late. Not a whole bunch to show for it as far as wins and losses are concerned, but again, a great outing a couple of starts ago in Minnesota. Gave up just a solo home run to Danny Valencia. That was it. The Padres could not get him any runs. They were shut out 1-0 in that game, and the game he just comes off of against the Atlanta Braves right here in the beginning part of this homestand. He went 7 innings and struck out a career-high 9. Gave up just a couple of earned runs. That's it.
You know, Andy, one of the things somebody asked me, well, why are the Padres not scoring a lot of runs? I said, very simple. They got a guy in left field named Ledwick who's got 10 home runs. Nobody else has more than 5. And that shows you the power vacuum. It's incredible.
Yeah, not a lot of power, but again, what we've been seeing as of late is a little more of what we saw a bunch of last year. That's situational hitting and taking advantage of other teams' mistakes, and they have certainly done that in the early part of this series, and it certainly helped in taking the first 2 games from the Kansas City Royals, who have still not won a ball game here in this park known as Petco.
You shouldn't have mentioned that. Well, see, that'll jinx it. But anyway, basically, the Padres, fine defense, marvelous pitching, both offense and defense, and everything going for them just well. But the power is the one thing they lack, and they're going to try to improve on that. And they got a guy at first base by the name of Anthony Rizzo, who I think will add a lot one of these days.
Absolutely. Young guy, still trying to figure things out here in the big leagues, and it shouldn't take him very long. He's got a great aptitude for this game and is a good student. And that, according to his hitting coach, Randy Reddy, who would know a little thing about that.
He's big, too. He's 240 pounds.
He's a big guy. Yes, he is.
Wow.
All right, we're ready to go for baseball. Glad you're with us here on this Wednesday afternoon from San Diego, California. First pitch on the way, and it's time for ball 1, and we are underway.
Milky, that's an unusual name. Why didn't they spell it M-I-L-K so I understand what they're talking about?
We'll have to talk to his parents about that. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Good fastball by Tim Stauffer, who does not mess around. He gets that ball back from the catcher. He's ready to go on his next pitch. And Cabrera knows that, so he'll step out, ask for time. Try to disrupt that rhythm a bit. Here's the 1-1 pitch now to Cabrera. Swing and a miss. He's late. On another good fastball. Bending away. It's 1-2. Outfield plays him a little bit toward left. A big gap in right center. And a fastball did not miss by much. Just off the plate outside. 2-2. Big gap there in right center for a left-hand hitter. Actually a switch hitter from the left side. 2-2. And it's low. It's gone full, 3-2.
Andy, go down and tell him you don't walk the first batter. Would you tell him that, please?
I know. And it's interesting. We were talking about this with Buddy Black before the game today about 0-2 counts that turn into 3-2 counts. And we have our first one already. Pop up, foul territory. Long run now for Chase Headley near the stands. Reaching in. He made the catch. What a grab there by Chase Headley near the stands. A backhand grab on a foul ball heading to the stands. One away.
You know, if David still had the star, we could have jumped out with that one, because that was really a tough play, running right to the barrier and nailed it at the last instant. Good.
Just leaned over that padding wall that is about thigh high. Reached in. Not a drop of soda spilled on the first row, and it's a clean catch. One away. And a first pitch strike to Chris Getz.
I thought they just drank beer at the ballpark.
It's a little early, right?
Yeah, but you're right. It's day game.
Scoreless game. We're just underway, and there's a strike. 0-2. Tim Stauffer ahead of Chris Getz. Getz is 4 for 8 in this series. Left-hand hitter. And the 0-2 is popped up into shallow left center. Coming in now and calling for that one is Cameron Maben. He'll make the grab, but that's 2 away.
And I don't know how long he can keep it going, but his spots have been perfect thus far. In the first inning, he's hitting. Sometimes it takes a pitcher an inning or two to get organized. He's right there.
I think everybody by now knows the story about Tim Stauffer, first-round draft choice, 4th overall pick in 2003. Had a shoulder issue and told the Padres, hey, I know you're offering me a lot of money. I can't take it. I'm not healthy. And a pitch in for a strike, 0-1.
You know how they spell his middle name? Integrity.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Not many people would ever do that.
Eric Hosmer, young first base prospect here for the Royals. Grounds one sharply to the shortstop. Alberto Gonzalez had him played perfectly. Throw on to first in time. And 1-2-3 go the Kansas City Royals here in the first. After a half inning, Royals nothing. Padres coming up. Padre Baseball, XX 1090 in the Padres Radio Network.
This is You're About to Get On.
dealer. And holy cow, there's no extra charge for evenings or weekends.
ASI, the white glove guys. 1-800-481-COOL.
This is Chris D'Onofrio. You're listening to Double X 1090.
Another gorgeous day for baseball here in Southern California. We go to the bottom of the first inning of a scoreless game. It'll be Chris D'Onofrio to lead things off. It'll be followed by Cameron Maben and Chase Headley against the left-hander Bruce Chen, 6'2", 210-pounder. Born in Panama City, Panama. Makes his home in Surprise, exactly where the Kansas City Royals have their spring training home. I'll give you some of the numbers on Chen here as we move along. Again, just off the disabled list, made one start. And now is making his second since being activated. He'll throw a first pitch strike to D'Onofrio, 0-1.
The Surprise, Arizona is not one of the major markets in Arizona, but it is a wonderful place.
0-1 pitch missing outside, 1-1.
I suppose he found his way for 10 different clubs. You know, you get lost traveling around.
Yes, it's very true. Wow. I guess the old saying is left arm will travel. There's a pop-up into right. And Jeff Francoeur smoothly over to his right will make the catch for out number 1. Scoreless in the first, and that'll bring to the plate Cameron Maben, who had himself an evening last night. 3 for 3. He is 3 for 7 in the series. And this is actually the first time he'll bat in the number 2 spot for Buddy Black this season.
Well, he's got the speed, you know. If he can use the bat a little bit and move the ball around, bunt, stuff like that, he can be a great guy up front because he's got that speed to make it work.
262 hitter, 5 homers, 18 runs batted in for Cameron Maben. Against Bruce Chen, a record of 4-1. And a first pitch missing outside for ball 1. Not going to blow you away with the fastball. We're talking 82 to 89. He'll cut it. Likes to sink it also. 1-0. It's chopped in toward the hole at shortstop. Alcides Escobar with a long throw across. Not going to get him. Cameron Maben beats it out. That's what he's been doing lately, too. He's just kind of swinging down on the ball and saying, hey, if you can get it, you can get me. I'll tip my hat to you.
Well, we've talked a lot about stolen bases for the Padres all year long, and yet Kansas City has them by 6 stolen bases so far. They got 81 to 75. They can run. They got guys up front that can run 10, 14, in the middle 13 and 12. They got a lot of guys that can move. But Padres have a guy at first base who can run quite well.
Yes, he can. Cameron Maben, 10 stolen bases, got his 10th last night. A new career high for Maben. Chen's pitch to the switch hitter Chase Headley from the right side. He'll take strike 1.
The stuff that Chen has, he won 12 games last year. He must have been right on the money to make it work.
8 years in the big leagues, and as Jerry told you, this is his 10th team. Throw over, not close. Speaking of stolen bases, if there is one today, Carlos Silva, our Steal a Meal contestant today. If the Padres steal a bag, Carlos will receive a McDonald's $25 gift card, a pair of tickets to a future Padres game. It's all courtesy of McDonald's. Another throw to first. And courtesy of McDonald's and their 42-ounce soft drinks for only 79 cents. You can enter to win as Carlos did by logging on at xx1090sandiego.com.
Well, Headley's quite a story. He came from nowhere to hit over 300, and that's not bad.
Another throw over. Maben will dive back in.
In fact, he and D'Onofrio are the only 2 guys with 300 batting averages in the ball club. But basically, Headley, he was down about 220, 230, and jumped up almost 100 points.
Now has a 7-game hitting streak. Scoreless game in the first inning. And another throw to Chase Maben on back to the bag.
I think they're looking for Maben to run. Do you think so?
As much attention as they're paying to him, I hope that's their thought process.
A lot of attention.
There goes Maben. Pitch is swung on and missed. The throw on down is not going to be in time. Stolen base. Number 11 for Cameron Maben.
I hate to say this, Andy. That's the first time I saw a catcher throw a ball sidearm.
How about that?
To second base. That's quite unusual.
So Brian Pena with that sidearm throw. Not close. Maben steals his 11th. And Carlos Silva, as soon as I read it, Carlos is a winner. $25 McDonald's gift card, a pair of tickets to a future Padre game, all courtesy of McDonald's. And again, enter to win at xx1090sandiego.com. Man in scoring position. And Chen will roll and look at the man at second now, as Maben is still drawing some attention over there.
He checks the outfield. Dead center. All 3 spots, exactly where they started. Haven't moved an inch.
0-2 to Headley. Line down the left field line. If that's a fair ball, it's going to be extra bases, and it just goes foul. inches. Tough for us to see that exact part of the corner. We lose sight of it about 10 or 15 feet from the wall. We'll take another look at it real quick here to tell you what we think. And that ball just went foul. Could not get enough to maybe hit the chalk line and give it a fair ball, but all it is a long and noisy strike, and it's still 0-2. I love the way Headley is turning on the ball from the right side.
Hey, he's a different hitter right-handed this year compared to last season.
Here's the 0-2 and a foul back to the screen. Had a good rip. So Chen originally with the Atlanta Braves. They had that young crop of very talented starters. Went on to Philadelphia, then to the Mets, then to the Reds, then to the Astros, then to the Orioles, then to the Rangers, and now here with the Royals.
What did he miss? You went the wrong way.
Good point. And now Chen will step off, and he wants Brian Pena to come out and talk to him.
Headley very quickly. 364 right-handed, 283 left-handed. What happened?
I don't know.
Last year was the other way around.
I was going to say, it's the opposite way.
Absolutely different.
Bruce Chen, though, has put up some decent numbers. I mean, throughout his career. When you have a left-hander that is above 500 for his career and an ERA mid-4, it's not bad. I mean, a lot of that time in the American League, a 4.5 ERA is considered very good with a 9-man hitting lineup with the DH.
That changes the game, that DH.
And the pitch again fouled out of play. Good at bat here by Chase Headley. Seeing some good pitches and letting everybody in that dugout also get a chance to see what Chen has today.
They threw that changeup at 77, but his fastball only goes 78. I mean, he really is not a power pitcher at all.
Scoreless game in the first inning. Runner at second base is Maben. Infield single, then a stolen base. And the 0-2 is outside. 1-2 the count. Yep. Priority for Chen is to keep the ball low in the zone. He does have a fastball that could reach 88. At least that's what the scouting report says. But a lot of times he'll sink it. It's a lot slower coming to the plate. The 1-2 is a pop-up. Foul territory behind home plate. Pena near the screen, shading his eyes. Can't see it, but it's out of play.
It's a good thing it wasn't, but it hit him right in the head. He was blind.
Yes, he did. He gave that look as if to say, oh boy, I hope it doesn't hit me on the head. Kind of discarded the mask and then used the big catcher's glove to try to shade his eyes. Also used the bare hand and still couldn't see it.
I don't know what the folks are doing out there, Andy, but I'll tell you one thing. You want to watch baseball under perfect conditions. It's right here at Petco Park. Outstanding. Not a cloud in the sky. 80 degrees. Perfect.
And generally we'll say not a cloud in the sky, but there is not a cloud in the sky. Long look at Maben. Now the 1-2 to Headley. Trying to check and could not. He swings and misses. He'll be tagged out. It's a live ball. It was not a foul tip. And down to third base goes Maben. So a productive strikeout, I guess, as Maben's now at third base. And the batter will be Ryan Ludwig.
I got a kick out of the catcher. He started to throw the ball to third. Oops, I better get the guy home plate first, which he did. And that gave any chance to get the guy at third out of bounds.
So a strikeout, and officially in the books will go 2 unassisted, and sliding in head first over at third base on that strikeout is Maben. And here is Ryan Ludwig. Certainly been one of the hotter hitters of this Padres team. Takes a fastball up and in for ball 1.
You know what I'm looking at right now? The Minnesota Twins are playing the Los Angeles Dodgers. They're leading 1-0 in the 8th inning. The Dodgers have one more at bat. If the Dodgers lose and the Padres win, they go out of last place.
Dodgers will head to the basement. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
1-0 ripped down the left field line, but got out in front of it. Long foul down that line and out of play.
And here's the one guy with power, no question. He got 10 home runs. He had a terrible start. Remember, went 0 for 21 or something. Well, does he come on strong? But he's the one guy in the lineup you expect to hit a home run. He's going to get one. He's the guy.
Another conference here between Pena and the pitcher, Bruce Chen. A young infield for these Kansas City Royals, especially on the corners, with Moustakas and Hosmer both called up this year. Escobar and Getz up the middle. Gordon, Cabrera, Francoeur the outfield from left to right, and Brian Pena will catch for Bruce Chen. Scoreless in the first, 2 away, a man at third, and another one bearing in and missing.
That's a pretty good slider right there. Almost hit him.
2-1 now to Ryan Ludwig. Well, I'm sure we'll be reading a lot about his name in the papers these days as the trade deadline looms.
Oh, gosh, he and Bell have no chance. You know where they're going to talk about it.
2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch now by Chen. Again, inside, almost the same spot. They want nothing to do with Ryan Ludwig, it seems. Left-hander, the youngster Anthony Rizzo is on deck.
I'm surprised they've been pitching to Ludwig with Rizzo behind him. A young kid just getting started with a 170 batting average.
And obviously first base open. 3-1. Popped him up. Right side, foul territory again. Pena staggering over near the on-deck circle. It's going to fall out of play and just out of the reach of Brian Pena.
I'll tell you, that catcher Pena's having a terrible time finding the foul balls. I'm not kidding you. Both times he went in the stands, and both times he thought he was going to get hit in the head.
Well, for those that wondered why this ballpark did not face the ocean and give that ocean view, you're getting an idea of why right now, because the sun would be in your eyes the entire game until the sun went down, until the night game.
Most ballparks pretty much are done just that way. They check where the sun is setting, and then they set the confines of right and left field line the best way to make it work.
So the count's gone full here on Ryan Ludwig in the bottom of the first inning. A scoreless game. Runner at third base is Maben. Pitch by Chen. Ground ball left side. Moustakis will field. Shove of the feet. Throw on to first in time, and the inning is done. Padres strand the man at third on the 1 hit. We've played an inning. We are scoreless in San Diego. Padre Baseball, XX 1090 in the Padres Radio Network.
Hit a home run with Geico. $55.55 or go online to Padres.com.
You're listening to Padres Baseball on XX 1090.
Coming up right after the All-Star break, right here Friday, July 15th, Padres take on the Giants at 7:05. All fans will receive a Padres whiteout rally towel presented by TaylorMade Golf. Postgame fireworks show that night. Northgate Gonzalez Market will bring that to you. Tickets are available right now at Padres.com for Friday, July 15th. Top of the second, we are scoreless. And a first pitch low for ball 1 from Tim Stauffer to Alex Gordon. And he'll swing and foul the next one back to the screen to even the count of the ball and a strike. Gordon, another one of the first-round draft choices to reach the big leagues from this Royals team. He was originally a third baseman. The 1-1 pitch, missing high and outside, 2-1. But wasn't hitting in his early days, and it actually forced Mark Teahan, who was their incumbent third baseman at the time, to move to the outfield. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed breaking ball right there on slider. 2-2. And wouldn't you know, now with Moustakis, the other first-round draft choice, now playing third base, it's forced Gordon to the outfield. 2-2. Fastball missing in. 3-2. Tim Stauffer. Padres in the home white jerseys. And the 3-2 line toward third over the head of Chase Headley into left. Gordon, a big turn around first. He's thinking 2. Here comes the throw by Ludwig. There's going to be a play. Not in time. A missed tag. On a high throw. I don't know.
Throw beat him by 6 feet.
We've got a couple of men down, though. We've got Gordon and the O-Dog, Orlando Hudson, who took the throw. They are both down. The Royals trainer coming out.
Well, what we're going to do, we're going to take both these teams out and teach them how to slide with their feet instead of their belly.
We'll take another look at it. The ball hit right off the end of the bat. And into left. It was a big turn over there by Gordon, and he was not thinking single. He was thinking double the entire time. Ludwig's throw was high. And you know what happened? When Hudson was leaning back to try to make the tag, Gordon's head got right into the shoulder blade of Orlando Hudson. Both men are down and now standing up. Hudson has a smile on his face. He's flexing that left shoulder. And now he'll go and talk to Alex Gordon to make sure he's all right and everything is, for the moment, okay.
We're going to have sliding exercises next week. You and Ted can put them on. And we're going to go feet first all the way. You know, head first sliding is insane. I hope you can understand that because you get hurt. You break fingers and hands and arms. My Lord.
And things like that will happen. You can slide head first right into a guy's knee.
Yeah.
And that has been known to cause a concussion or two here and there.
You know why they do that? Because they can't slide. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Why they do it.
First pitch is low to Jeff Francoeur. 1 ball, no strike pitch. Good slider for a strike taken. 1-1.
And you know who started it?
Pete Rose. Yes, he did. Charlie Hustle.
Oh, boy.
Now Stauffer looking in at the sign of Rob Johnson. Checking the runner Gordon. And now a foul right back and out of play. Got in on him nicely there with a fastball. Francoeur fouled it back and over the screen. 1-2. Nobody out in the second inning. Francoeur in the series, 2 for 7. He did hit a home run last night and is riding a 5-game hitting streak. 1-2, missing high. 2-2. Now, Buddy Black had a conversation with Tim Stauffer about 5 starts ago and said, hey, listen, we want you to be a little more efficient. Quit nibbling, go right after hitters, be the aggressor out there. 2-2, big swing and a miss. Francoeur down on strikes, 1 away.
Hey, why fly Hawaiian to Hawaii? Well, I'll tell you why. Non-stop flights are from San Diego. Authentic Hawaiian hospitality is another thing. And comfort of wide-body planes. What more can you beat, guys? That's it. Visit HawaiianAirlines.com and do that right now. Check it out. You'll never regret it.
So Mike Moustakas, left-handed hitting third baseman, with Gordon at second base and 1 away in the second inning of a scoreless game. Here's the pitch by Stauffer. Strike on the outside corner. Starting to get into the groove a little bit here. Slider caught the outside corner. 0-1.
They got 2 switch hitters and 4 left-hand batters in there. So I'll tell you one thing about Stauffer. He's got his work cut out for him.
Yes, he does. The 0-1 pitch. Missing outside badly. 1-1. Stauffer started out the year not all that well against left-handers. They were hitting about .350 against him in his first 6 starts. But his last 6 starts, he has limited lefties to just .211. Gordon dancing off second. Now the 1-1 pitch, missing high and outside. 2-1. So just to finish the thought there on Buddy Black, he was talking about trying to finish guys off quicker so that he lasts longer in games and can be around in the 7th or 8th inning, as opposed to 95 pitches in the 5th. Foul out of play. Third base side. That'll reach the terrace level.
Well, it's almost carbon copy, all mannered. Get to 100 pitches, you're gone. Get to the 6th inning, you're underway. And because of the bullpens, which are so good in most clubs, they bring in a guy with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. So they're doing it differently now.
Stauffer ready for the 2-2 pitch. Here it comes, and it's just inside. Oh, he wanted that call. So did Rob Johnson. Mike McClinsky, the home plate umpire, said, yep, too far in. Full count, 3-2. Full count with Gordon at second base. Scoreless, second inning. And the 3-2 up and in. Ball 4. He walked him. First and second now with 1 away. First walk by Stauffer following his first strikeout. And the switch hitting catcher Brian Pena will come up at a 1 for 4. In the first game of this series, didn't play last night. Matt Traynor did the catching.
That's the one thing, if you're a baseball fan, you better bring a couple of books with you, because every manager changes his lineup almost every day. 1 or 2 or 3, sometimes even more.
So Brian Pena from the left side here against Stauffer. First and second, 1 away, and a high fly ball into center field. He'll chase Maben back, still shy of the warning track. Now reaching up, making the grab, and having his momentum come in toward the infield, and makes a strong throw to third. And he'll keep Gordon right at second base, and that'll draw a hand from this crowd.
Andy, that's something you rarely see. Not the fact that he caught the ball and held the guy at second. The way he played it, went back, then came in on the move toward the ball where he had momentum to get the good throw, and they did.
That's exactly how they teach you. Get your momentum coming in toward the infield so your throw is a little stronger. You got more on it.
I catch the ball with two hands, which he didn't do, but it's okay. We'll forgive him.
So now here's Escobar, former Milwaukee Brewer. He's only seen Tim a couple of times, 0 for 2 lifetime.
A little great in this series, not doing well.
Runners on at first and second with 2 away, top of the second, and a scoreless game. Here's the pitch. Outside snap throw back to first, not in time.
Well, what you've got here, too, you have Escobar. I don't know how good a hitter he is. He's hitting at 245. But you got Bruce Chen behind him. Now, you don't have to give him anything good to hit. Even if you load the bases, you got the pitcher up who's never had a hit.
The 1-0 pitch to Escobar. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on that one. Got him out in front. 1-1. The count on Alcides Escobar. Alcides.
Can we call him Al?
Sure.
Yeah, okay, Al.
Sure, his buddies call him Al. Fastball, little low, 2-1.
I was interviewing Anthony Rizzo yesterday. You told me your buddies called you Tony. I said, yeah, but you're not my buddy. That stopped that right there. What can I say?
So from now on, he is Anthony or Mr. Rizzo.
You got it.
There's the 2-1 pitch. Escobar late on that swing. A good fastball. It's 2-2. Tell you what, Anthony's pretty polished with those interviews, isn't he?
I'll tell you, for a kid 20 years old or 21, whatever he is polished, period. His batting's going to get better. He's just off the ground now trying to get organized.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on and 2 away here in the second inning. And the pitch by Stauffer, swinging a foul, just got a piece.
You know what's great about this, Andy? You get this guy, now who leads off the next inning? A guy who's never had a hit, Chen, and you have 1 out before you get into the third inning. So here's the guy you love to get, but don't get careless with him.
That's the old saying, get him, but don't give him anything real good. And good luck. Stauffer's 2-2. Curve, got him looking, strike 3 call. What a time for that curveball. The rainbow job gets in there. And Escobar left with the bat on his shoulders and a couple of men left on base. After an inning and a half, we are scoreless here in San Diego. This is Padre Baseball, XX 1090 in the Padres Radio Network.
Wawanisa's recent change in their car insurance rates means many San Diego good drivers are
Dogs, Stahicum, and Old Friend, all at the guaranteed lowest prices. Find the sheepskin boots and slippers you want at Bootworld and bootworld.com.
XEPE, XEPRS, 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
XX 1090.
As always, we welcome your emails during the broadcast. MyPadres at xx1090sandiego.com. Once again, our email address, mypadres at xx1090sandiego.com. Look forward to hearing from you on this Wednesday afternoon. Scoreless baseball. And at the bottom of the second inning, and as we were talking about, we call him Anthony. Anthony Rizzo will come to the plate here.
His best friends call him Tony.
Which is why we call him Anthony.
Yeah.
For the time being, at least, as the first pitch curve in for strike one.
Highlight scored out on the board, Andrew.
Minnesota a win over the Dodgers, 1-0. And again, goes back to that slider and catches the outside corner, 0-2.
That's a start on pitch 2. I don't know where that came from. First one we've seen.
So Rizzo will step out, gather his thoughts, get back in there against the lefty Chen. The 0-2 pitch, he reached and swings and misses, strike 3. First time we've really seen Rizzo reach at a pitch that was that far out of the zone.
Well, he was totally fooled.
Absolutely happens. Strikeout number 2 for Chen. And now 1 away in the Padres' second inning. Scoreless game. Here's Orlando Hudson.
You know, I have a serious problem during these games.
Which is?
I get a cup of coffee before the game starts. Now the second inning is stone cold. You think that Marcus would go out and get us some warm coffee?
It'd be very nice of him, considering we both drink it, you know. There's a pitch to the O-Dog. He's turned around and hit right-handed. And a first pitch strike, 0-1. Wind whipping around. You can hear it through the microphones down by home plate. And Hudson taps it up the third base line. It's going to roll foul. Moustakas will touch it. And Chen has been ahead of both hitters in this inning, 0-2. So the Twins win 1-0 over the Dodgers. Scott Baker, the guy that was so tough against the Padres, wins the game for the Twins. 0-2, low and outside, 1-2.
Tell you one thing about Chen. He's in and out, in and out. He's been almost carbon copy where it's going. I was outside. Let's see if this one comes inside.
And it's hit in the air to deep right field. Chase Francoeur back. Still drifting. Now reaching up to make the catch as his momentum takes him a step or two onto the warning track. And that's out number 2.
Hey, all-you-can-eat seats, a great way to enjoy all your favorite ballpark foods and a field-level ticket for only $29.50. That's $29.50, gang. Enjoy all you can eat. Winter schnitzel, hot dogs, popcorn, peanuts, soda, water, all kinds of stuff. Tickets on sale right now to what the sales are at 619-795-5555.
Chen's first pitch off speed and in for a strike to Alberto Gonzalez. That was his curveball.
Hey, if we could line off that, you know, so I get it in there in time.
You're doing fine.
Yeah, they stretch me. See, it's hard to work, you know.
Scoreless game in the second. Swing and a miss. 87-mile-an-hour fastball, best we've seen today from Bruce Chen. He's been around the strike zone. Each team with 1 hit. Neither team has scored. And Gonzalez will foul it back. Nice crowd here on a Wednesday afternoon, a 12:35 local time start.
Got a bundle of kids, too, brought here by people that love them and take care of them and let them see a game. It's great.
They're roaming around the park as well. The 0-2 pitch outside, 1-2. Yeah, I tell you, when I was a kid growing up, I joined the safety patrol just because I knew that the safety patrol was going to get to go to a baseball game.
See, there you are.
See, these kids from the camps, they're coming here. Maybe it's some of their motivation. Line drive, left field. There's a base hit for Alberto Gonzalez.
Well, I used to take the streetcar for a nickel to Seal Stadium. On days they let the kids in for nothing.
There you go.
It was a very expensive day, 5 cents coming and 5 cents going.
Best part of looking into the crowd these days, and when there's a bunch of campers here, is all the different colored T-shirts they're wearing.
Yep.
They stick out, and it's cool to look around the ballpark and see the greens and the yellows and the reds and the blues. Some even orange.
Yeah, all you can eat seats are well taken care of today.
Rob Johnson chops the first pitch foul right off the facing of the third base dugout. 0-1. Scoreless game in the second inning. 2 away, and Alberto Gonzalez at first base. And we're glad the kids are here. Hope they're having a good time. They're doing a parade on the field before the game. There's a high fly ball deep down the left field line, though it's going to hook foul and go out of play. Rob Johnson about a section too far left. Otherwise, that one would have been in the second deck of the Western Metal Building.
He's a strong kid, you know.
Yes,
that. He really is. Big guy.
Johnson will get to face his former team, the Seattle Mariners, when the Padres pick up the road trip starting Friday night in Seattle. 0-2 outside, 1-2.
Amazes me they're playing the center fielder stepping to the right center. I don't quite understand that because left center is wide open. This guy can pull the ball, and the pitcher doesn't have much juice on the ball unless he got some tricky pitch out there we don't know about.
There goes Alberto Gonzalez. The pitch is taken low and inside. There will be no throw. It's a stolen base for Alberto Gonzalez. That is his first of the year. So now a base hit here with 2 away will give the Padres the lead. Alberto not known for his speed, but didn't even have to slide. There was no throw. So 2-2 on Rob Johnson. And now Chen will whirl back towards second base. No one was there to cover.
Yeah, Chen's doing the same thing. He's facing a number 8 here with a pitcher to follow. He's not a bad hitter, by the way. So we'll see what they do with it.
Again, it's 2-2. And Johnson chops the fastball up and in on him. A little foul down the third base side. Still 2-2. Still scoreless. Second inning. Johnson starting again today. Nick Hundley feeling a whole lot better. Probably will be able to go against the Mariners in that Friday game. Recovering from that swollen elbow. That kind of scared the living daylights out of him. You know, you start thinking about elbows, and Tommy John stuff is not limited to pitchers. Position players have had that surgery as well. 2-2 pitch. Johnson swing and a miss. Tantalizing curve. And Johnson is down on strikes. Padres strand a man at second base and do not score. We have played a couple of innings here in San Diego. Padres nothing, Royals nothing. This is Padre Baseball, XX 1090 in the Padres Radio Network.
San Diego area locations will be open July 4th to serve your car care needs. Call 1-800-LOCATE-US.
From the Cox Communication Studios, this is XX 1090.
We go to the top of the third inning. A scoreless game here in San Diego. Padres with a couple of hits and a couple left, and the Royals with 1 hit and 2 men left as well. The pitcher, Bruce Chen, will lead things off. And a very unique stat about Bruce Chen and his plate appearances. He has a 3-year hitting streak going right now. I'll explain. Pitch is low for ball 1.
You don't have to. I think we understand.
He has been 1 for 1 at the plate in each of the years 2006, 2009, and 2010. Pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Not bad.
No plate appearances in 07. Missed all of 08 because of injury. And a fastball low. 2-1.
Stay in the American League and you're not much of a hitter. You know, even unless they want to try it, you never do. You just go over.
2-1 in for a strike, taken all the way. 2-2. Chen, for the record, has 17 career big league hits and a 145 average. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got in on him nicely. And down on strikes is the pitcher, Bruce Chen. It's the third strikeout for Tim Stauffer. And 1 away. We head back to the top of the order for the former Yankee, the former Brave, Melky Cabrera. So Cabrera popped out on that tremendously good effort by Chase Headley at third base, ranging over toward the stands and making the grab as he leaned into the first row. as our first hitter of the game. Attempted a drag bunt, takes the pitch for a strike. Good slider.
Now, Stauffer, if he gets the ball in the right spot, he can be very, very tough. But he's got to do exactly that to make it work.
0-1 pitch now to Cabrera. Ground ball inside the bag at third, into left field. A base hit, maybe more. Cabrera rounding first, on his way towards second. Ludwig digs it out. And Cabrera will have himself a double on a ball he just kind of reached the bat out on and grounded it just past Headley and hugging the line down third base. That was a good pitch.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it was a good pitch, and also not a bad lucky hit, because the third baseman's way off the bag and off the line, and suddenly you hit one and it ices that line down there. Great place to hit it.
So now Getz will come to the plate with one away and a man at second. Stauffer's pitch outside for ball one. Both of the Royals' hits in this game are doubles. Alex Gordon led off the second with a hustle double. And now Cabrera here in the third. 1-0 pitch. Getz hits it in the air to left. Pretty much in his tracks. Brian Ludwig will reach up, make the two-hand grab, and that's out number two.
You know, I've noticed here in the outfielders, whoever they are, whatever team, tend to come in on the ball first and then go back. And it must be the height of the stand that sort of confuses somewhat. Hard to handle.
So that'll bring up Eric Hosmer. Left-hand hitting first baseman who was putting up prodigious numbers in AAA, much as Anthony Rizzo was for the Padres. And the first pitch to Hosmer, missing outside for a ball. 1-0. Curveball. Looked like it slipped out of the hands there of Tim Stauffer.
I think Stauffer's spending a little bit too much time with the guy at second base. If he gets to third, he's going to come in on a base hit anyway. But basically, the guy you want is the guy up at the plate.
1-0 pitch now. A little low. 2-0. Back-to-back curveballs. So that is the recipe, it seems, against young left-hand hitters. A lot of the soft stuff away and fastballs in on the hands. 2-0 pitch. Strike called. Good pitch. Located on the outside corner with a slider. 2-1.
If you know the difference between a slider and a curveball, the difference is about 4 feet in break. Big difference. Curveball slower, bigger break. Slider quicker, slow break.
2-1 pitch, and instead of whirl towards second, Cabrera not even moving off the bag. No score, third inning. Padres looking for the sweep. Already won the series. It's the third straight series victory. And there's a little humpback liner into center field, a base hit. Cabrera is going to round third. He's going to score the first run of this game. 1-0 Kansas City on the RBI single by Hosmer.
Hey, Hosmer didn't hit the ball well. Hit it almost toward the trademark, but it was enough to find the right angle up over second base.
The youngster's 27th run batted in. And it was a pitch that was breaking down, and he was still able to get enough of the bat on it to line it into center field. A clutch 2-out single. He stands at first base now for Alex Gordon, who doubled his last time. Stauffer missing with the first one, low for ball one.
Hosmer is not a runner, only has 2 stolen bases. Not some of those guys like Francoeur and Getz and Cabrera who can run along with Escobar.
Stauffer sets now the pitch outside. Curveball not catching the corner, not being thrown for strikes here. It's 2-0. This is one to test the mettle of a starting pitcher in the big leagues. If you don't have the command of one pitch, you really have to kind of go to plan B, so to speak. There's a pop-up. Third base side, foul territory. Over near the stands again is Headley. This time he'll back up and make the catch right on the grass in foul territory. And that is the third out of this third inning. It's our 15th out of the game as well, brought to you by Geico. The time it takes to wait in line for the concession stand, you could get a quote with Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15
Real fruit smoothie from McCafe. The simple joy of exotic refreshment at participating McDonald's.
For the guaranteed lowest prices and the greatest selection of sheepskin boots and slippers, go to Boot World, your home of sheepskin. Boot World has the finest brands of sheepskin: UGG Australia, Aussie Dog, Stahicum, and Old Friend, all at the guaranteed lowest prices. Find the sheepskin boots and slippers you want at Boot World and BootWorld.com.
Scott VR, weekday mornings at 6, XX 1090.
Bottom of the third underway. Tim Stauffer will take strike one for Bruce Chen. 1-0 Royals. Chen ready to go again on the 0-1 pitch, and Stauffer pops it up on the infield. Who wants it? Hosmer is shading his eyes and calling, and the ball does not drop. Now it does drop. 3 Royals converge to the right of the mound. Moustakis stuck the glove out after Hosmer called and then couldn't see it. He did a juggling act. It bounced into his glove and out about 3 times and then hit the deck. So Stauffer aboard with his adventurous pop-up.
Tell you what, that all 4 converged at almost the same time, and somebody said, "Who's going to do it?" And Moustakis was the guy. Unfortunately, he said, "I will." Should have let someone else take it because of the way he played it. Wow.
There goes a tough Sun E5. And the lead man aboard. And now back to the top for Chris Denorfia. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, and Chen's got a pretty good movement to the right-hand batters on the fastball. It just tails away near the outside corner. It gets them thinking a little bit.
There's the 1-0 pitch. Denorfia, swing and a miss. Looks like he turned that one over, didn't he?
I'll tell you, he's got all kinds of things going out there. Who got the error? What, the third baseman?
Third baseman, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
E5. 1-0 Royals in the third.
Should have given the other 3 errors for confusing them.
Assist errors. There's a pitch called a strike on the outside corner.
Tell you, this guy could be a little bit of trouble. His balls have been right on the money where he wants them. He can be a dangerous guy because he's got good control.
1-2 on Denorfia. Fly to right. First time up. Next one is a curve. Missing low. 2-2. So Stauffer on the air. As 3 Royals converged on that sky-high pop-up. Nobody really saw it. Moustakis stuck the glove out. It hit the glove. In, out, bounced around, and then hit the grass. A little flare in a shallow right field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. So Denorfia singles to right, first and second with nobody out.
And while we have time, for up to 70% off HD TVs, DVDs, electronics, furniture, supplies, groceries, designer fashion, and a lot more, gang. All kinds of stuff. Visit GTM discount stores in Santee and Lemon Grove. And click GTMstore.com for weekly specials as well. And valuable coupons.
Chris Getz, the second baseman, tried to deke Tim Stauffer going down the line, but Tim had nothing to do with that. He kind of put the glove up to indicate he was going to be able to make the catch.
Golden opportunity right here. Got the good guys coming up, too.
So here's Maben. Padres down 1-0. Maben swings and misses at the first one.
When I say good guys, I mean the top of the lineup. We got second, third, and fourth hitters waiting with nobody out and 2 men on. Ideal.
Good changeup that time by Bruce Chen. Denorfia at first and Stauffer at second. Nobody out in the bottom of the third inning. Now the pitch to Maben. Swing and a miss. Chased one low and outside. 0-2. Back-to-back changeups.
Got to give Chen credit. He's 34 years old. Been around, as we mentioned, 10 different clubs. Been a big league pitcher for years. He doesn't panic.
Chen has his sign ready to go. 0-2 pitch to Maben. Bounces in. Great block there by Pena. He'll hold the runners at first and second. And that's by design, you know, on a 0-2 pitch. See if you can get a guy to chase again. And don't give him anything to hit. Put one in the dirt. Trust your catcher. That's what Chen just did. So Chen digs in, works off the first base side of the mound. And it was taking too much time, so Maben will step out. Catch the Padres even when you can't listen to them here on XX 1090 with MLB.tv. Subscribe today. You can catch every Padres game live or on demand. Padres.com to order and get all the details. MLB.tv. Baseball everywhere. 1-2. A good job to foil that pitch. On another changeup by Cameron Maven.
Boy, he had him, too. I'll tell you that. This Tusher going one way, got the other. But I'll tell you one thing, he did stay alive. But what Chen wants is the ground ball. He's got an infield tight, double play depth. It's going to be tough with Maven running because he is tough to double up unless he hits the ball very hard.
Yeah, with Maven, the last few hits of his have been infield type hits, even today. Using those legs. 1-2 pitch. Again, he pops it up now on the infield. It'll be Chen calling, and a basket catch over to the left of the mound.
I might add, the second base umpire called the infield fly roll, although it was not very high, to be honest with you.
So again, Maven was forced to reach for a pitch, and a little bit of a one-hand swing, and popped it up.
Dude, he was fooled completely on the let-up pitches by Chen. It was all change-up stuff that had got him.
So now one away. Chase Headley will come to the plate. He struck out in the first. Again, with a 7-game hitting streak, his career-long 16-game streak. Took place earlier this month. 1-0 Royals, and a ground ball right side, and it goes foul.
It's kind of strange because the first baseman was way over on the line. I'm surprised he was that far over. He'd have been out had it been fair.
Well, we always talk about pitching to your defense. The alignment of the outfield is pretty much straight up right now, and Hosmer off the bag at first. Not holding on the runner. And now the 0-1 pitch. Ripped toward left, but foul.
I'll tell you what, no one has really hit the ball hard off of this guy. They're getting pieces of the wood on it, but not hard enough.
So now Headley down, 0-2. Stauffer standing at second, Denorfia at first. Padres down a run, 1-0 in the third. Chen's 0-2 in the dirt. Another good block there by Pena.
I mentioned that coming into this ballgame, Chen this year is 4-1, earned run average of 3.88. So he's pitched pretty well wherever he's gone.
Pitched well when healthy.
Yeah,
that's been the biggest issue with him. One-two pitch now to Headley, and a high fly ball and a shallow right. Coming in now is Francoeur. He'll call off the second baseman Getz and make the catch. No advance by the runners, staying at first and second now with 2 away. It'll be up to Ludwig to get this game tied.
You know, one of the things that this is kind of typical of what's happened to the Padres all year. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Now they're 2 down. Those runners at first and second are still there. So it'll be up to Ludwig to change the pace. He's done a lot. Let's see if he can do it.
So Ludwig grounded out to end the first inning. Average of .256 coming into this at bat. 10 homers and an even 50 runs batted in. 2 on with 2 away. And the pitch again inside on him. Same location that they worked him early in the game.
Boy, you got it right. That's all they do is throw it inside. Maybe he'll swing at it. Who knows?
Big gap in right center for Ludwig. 1-0 pitch. Again inside. He turned on it and fouled it out of play.
You know, one thing, if you're Chen, he's no dummy. He's behind Ludwig is Rizzo, who did not have a good at-bat the first time up. He may be looking at him halfway.
The old intentional walk kind of.
Yeah, even though you load the bases.
Yeah. Got to pitch around him a little bit, make him chase your pitch. Runners hanging on at first and second. 2 away in the bottom of the third. Ludwig takes that fastball in on the hands. 2-1. It's gone a little bit more to the cut fastball, riding in on the hands of Ludwig. Two balls and 1 strike to count on the Padres left fielder. 2-1 pitch. Chop foul right behind Glenn Hoffman in that coaching box at third.
He throws the ball over the plate to Ludwig. I will be amazed. Everything is on the corner, just inside, on the corner, just outside. Nothing where he can really get to it.
Glenn Hoffman reminding his runners that there's 2 outs. Make sure they're running on contact. Dave Roberts doing the same over there at first base with Chris Denorfia. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Ludwig. Here's the pitch. Line drive, left field. That is going to be in for a base hit and more. Stauffer's going to score. Denorfia is going to be held at third on a double by Ryan Ludwig. We're tied at 1.
Well, I'm sure that our friend Mr. Chant probably wondering why he even threw the ball over the plate to him. He's the best hitter in the ball club right now.
So Ludwig drives in his 51st run of the year and ties the game at 1. And now second and third with 2 away for the kid Anthony Rizzo. Alex Gordon played that ball well in the corner, and that's why Denorfia had to be held up. Stauffer just trotted home to tie the game at 1, so the error proves costly.
Oh boy.
So here's Rizzo. Chen made him look bad. First time up.
Yeah, let's see if he learns from that.
Here's the pitch and a check swing and a high fastball. 1-0.
His first at bat, he was behind 0 balls and 2 strikes before he could blink, and then he got him. But right now, a little ahead in the count. Let's see how it works.
Chen ready on his 1-0. Rizzo swings and misses. Ball breaking away. On the cutter, 1-1. Cutter has a little bit more of a sharper break than the slider.
It's a tough pitch,
yeah.
Andy. It really is.
Now the 1-1. Swinging a foul. Got in on him that time. 1-2.
Amazing how things changed. After World War II, they came in with a slider. Then later came the cutter. But at one time, it was fastball, curveball, changeup, or knuckleball, or whatever you want. And that was pretty much it. But now, well, you got 3 or 4 pitches you got to look at all the time.
Second and third. 2 away. The 1-2 pitch to Rizzo. In the air to right center field. That's going to get down. It's a base hit. Denorfia scores. Here comes Ludwig digging for the plate. He will slide, and he is safe. A 2-run single by Anthony Rizzo. And the Padres have played at 3 and lead it 3-1.
That was the worst pitch Chen has thrown in the entire game. He hung a curveball right in his eyes. He looped it into right center field. 2 runs in. Padres lead 3-1. Outstanding.
Talk about some clutch hitting with 2 away and 2 strikes.
A bad pitch, oh boy.
And Rizzo has now doubled his RBI total from 2 to 4. Single took second on the throw home. And now here's Orlando Hudson. There goes Rizzo toward third base. He will slide in safe. He's got his first stolen base. Nobody looked at him.
Well, you know, it doesn't make a lot of difference whether you're at second or third, but it doesn't hurt. Sometimes a wild pitch will get you in.
The 0-1 chopped high off the plate. Charging now Moustakis. Can't make the play and rolls by him. Rizzo scores.
Sometimes an infield hit will get you in.
So Hudson reaches on the single. He drives in a run. It's now 4-1 Padres.
What a way to go, Rizzo. I told you to steal third. Perfect. Infield hit, get you across.
Exactly how you described it. And it wanted it. So Hudson with his 13th run batted in. It was going to be a do-or-die play for Moustakis, and that second little short hop flattened out on him. And the Padres have put up a 4 spot here in the third. All the runs have scored after 2 are out. And now Gonzalez will take strike 1.
And even if Hudson had caught, the ball had been caught off the Hudson's, I doubt if they'd have thrown him out. I mean, he can run pretty good, boy. You're talking about perfect timing. Wow.
And the pitch to Alberto is outside, 1-1. So the Padres have scored 4 runs in this inning. 4 hits and a big error to start things off. Runner at first is Hudson. He'll be chased back with a cursory throw to first.
I don't know how they register these things, but a lot of these runs are unearned after that leadoff error that activated everything.
1-1, fouled out of play right side into the terrace, and it's 1-2. Four runs in the inning.
Batter number 8, not bad.
Alberto Gonzalez down to the count 1-2, and another throw to first to chase Hudson back to the bag. So it started with that error on the pop-up off the bat of Tim Stauffer just to the right of the mound. A little juggling act there by Moustakas after Hosmer lost sight of it. Ball juggled a few times and then hit the grass. 1-2, ground ball right side. That's a base hit. Seeing eye single to right field. Gonzalez just reached out. He got the bat on it and keeps the inning moving. Now first and second. Still with 2 away. That'll bring up Rob Johnson. It'll also bring a visit to the mound by Bob McClure, longtime Major League pitcher, pitching coach here for the Royals. They'll try to settle Bruce Chen down here, who looked like he was in control of this game.
What do you say to a pitcher? Except, hey, it's not your fault. Keep going. And it really wasn't, because if that ball was played off right by the pitcher, that was a stopper popped up, they wouldn't have had any run.
Absolutely. And this is the thing, as we were even discussing on the pregame show today, that in the month of April and the beginning part of May, the Padres were not taking advantage of opportunities given to them by other teams. You can admit an error, you got to make the other team pay for it.
You know, the one thing that the Padres miss is power. They have it from Ludwig, and that's about all, because no one has hit more than 5 home runs, except for Ludwig, who's got 10. And you had 3 or 4 guys floating around with 10 home runs, you got a different ball club.
This conversation was allowed to get very extended. Mike McCliskey, the home plate umpire, went up there, and Bob McClure would not stop talking, and now Brian Pena wouldn't stop, and now they'll head back behind home plate. And we'll get ready to go here on the 9th man to come to the plate here in the Padres' 3rd inning. 4 are home, and the Padres have a 4-1 lead. Looking for the sweep of the Royals. And the pitch by Chen. Johnson lines it off the glove of Moustakas at third. And hanging on at third base will be Orlando Hudson. Well, it rains it pours for the poor youngster over there at third base. Mike Moustakas looked like he was going to be able to flag down that hot shot line drive, but could not.
Let's say 1, maybe 2 more runs, so we'll see what happens now. You got Stauffer coming up.
So now they're loaded for Stauffer, who will come up for the 2nd time of the inning. Infield single for Rob Johnson, and they're loaded. The pitch to Stauffer, ground ball right back to the mound. Front side fielding there is Chen. He'll throw on to first in time, and the inning has come to an end. But the Padres send 10 to the plate. They scored 4 runs on 6 hits. 1 big error, and the bases left loaded after 3. Padres 4, Royals 1. Padre Baseball, Double X 1090 in the Padres Radio Network.
Every Thursday, enjoy dollar beers and sodas until the 7th inning. That's right, dollar beers and sodas every Thursday at the Diamond. Just up to 15 for affordable family fun. For info and tickets, click stormbaseball.com.
Powered by the Cox Communications Studio. This is XX 1090.
Top of the fourth inning. Padres put up 4 in the bottom of the third and now lead it 4-1 here at Petco Park. Andy Mazur joined by Jerry Coleman. Dave Marcus, our producer. Ted Leitner rejoins us on Friday night. Padres will take on the Mariners in Seattle, as Jeff Francoeur will take the first pitch high for ball 1 from Tim Stauffer. Francoeur struck out in his first at bat. He'll take a slider high for a ball, 1-1.
I'm afraid Stauffer may not be able to handle this. Has he had any lead like this before? Never. I don't recall anyway.
Hardly ever get him runs. The 2-0 pitch. Francoeur takes a strike, this time on the outside corner. 2-1. Now the Padres have a couple of guys that just don't get any runs scored for them at all. 2-1. Francoeur hits it high and foul. Third base side out of play. Well, let's see. He had 11 runs in that last game. That was the game against the Braves. Padres won 11-2. That was after he received no runs of support over his previous 2 starts. 2-2 swing and a miss. Nice curve right there by Tim Stauffer. He gets Francoeur for the second time. 4 strikeouts now to bring up Mike Moustakas.
Hey, gang, be at Petco Park Saturday, July 16th. Padres taking on the Giants right here at 5:35. All fans in attendance, be sure on your Padres with a Padres Rally Pom-Pom. How about that? Get the Rally Pom-Poms, get everything else, get the game, and the Giants, the world champions, coming in. You don't want to wait. Get your tickets and do that today at Padres.com, because always when the Giants come in, it's always fun. Have a good time. And this year they are the world champions.
Rob Johnson feeling the effects of Francoeur swinging and missing of that ball. The follow through caught him on the left shoulder. Glancing blow, but boy, you don't want to feel that when you got a guy struck out. First pitch strike to Moustakas, and the next pitch is lined into right. Coming on now is Denorfier, reaching up to make the grab. 2 up, 2 down for the Royals here in the fourth.
I'll tell you what, I think it's hard to judge the ball on a day like today, because we see outfielders taking a step this way and that way and so on, and finally settling in to get it, but it's not easy.
All those guys wearing the sunglasses out there, but sometimes it doesn't help. I mean, there's, as we talk about high skies with no clouds to really judge against, and that sun just beating down, can't make it very easy. Pitch in for a strike to Pena.
Let me tell you about sunglasses. You pull the sunglasses down in a bright day, and all of a sudden it's nothing but black.
Yeah, it's dark.
The ball disappears completely. Better off turning on it.
There's the 0-1 pitch. Pena takes it low, 1-1. And a lot of times you will see a guy that will angle his body a little differently out there in the outfield just to get a better look.
They get a different angle as it comes into you. Oh, those glasses can be tough.
1-1 to Pena is low, 2-1. All Tim Stauffer wants to do now with a 3-run lead is throw some strikes, keep guys off base.
You're going to tell him?
I was going to say, easier said than done, isn't it? Huh? Here's the 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Good slider by Stauffer, 2-2. We have discovered that it's really, really easy from up here.
Oh, piece of cake. Trouble is, he's got 62 pitches. We're only in the fourth inning. That's a lot of work.
Now the 2-2 pitch by Stauffer. Line foul, third base side, terrace level. And out of play, still 2-2.
If you're a manager or a pitching coach, you'd rather see something in the 40s.
Right.
With 4 innings, not the 60s, because pretty soon you're into the 70s, and all of a sudden, hey, this guy may have to leave.
2-2 on the way. Pena bounces right back to the mound. Front side fielding there by Stauffer. And a throw on to first in time. An easy 1-2-3 inning for Stauffer and the Padres. Bottom of the fourth coming up. Padres 4, Royals 1. Padre Baseball, XX 1090 and the Padres Radio Network.
Curveball swung on. That ball's hit well deep.
You'll strike it rich at Diamonds Limited, 450 Fletcher Parkway, El Cajon, across from Parkway Plaza, and at diamondsltd.com.
You're listening to Padres Baseball on Double X 1090.
How about the next time you come to Petco Park, check out a game in a Padres Suites. They are available. They can be customized to fit your needs. They include parking, multiple seating options, food and beverage packages, and many more exclusive benefits. For information on acquiring a suite for a game, head to Padres.com/suites. 4-1. Padres leading. Fourth inning. Chris Denorfia comes to the plate. Padres sent 10 men to the plate in the third inning. And now Denorfia will start off the fourth.
Say one thing about Chris, he's done a whale of a job with that batting average and defense. He's done a great job.
First pitch to the man they call Dino is in for strike one, 0-1. Got a bunch of the kids up there in the left field upper deck who are being entertained by the Pod Squad, and they're shouting each other down out there. There's a pitch outside, 1-1.
They all got the uniforms on. That's all that counts.
They're all standing and shouting and yelling at each other. It's great. All in the spirit of fun in this ballgame. The 1-1. Denorfia tried to bunt, missed it, 1-2.
That's a hard ball to miss. I mean, it was a slow change-up curve right there, and he missed it. He was running. That's what he should have waited to bunt it first, then run.
Just love hearing those little voices up there. Keep us all entertained. The 1-2 pitch. Reached down and poked one to the second baseman on the line. And Getz will make the catch behind the bag. One away in the Padres' fourth inning.
There was some lady before the game started brought in 3 young girls.
Oh, yeah.
What, 10 and 8 and 6. And I said, when was the last time you had a good night's sleep? She said, huh?
What's that again?
Yeah.
Well, they were cute little girls. Came up here. They were getting autographs from Jerry, of course. And I noticed that customarily you charge everyone else a nickel. You let the kids go for free. That was nice.
No, I charged them a penny. But he wouldn't pay.
Here's Maben. First pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Well, it's nice you at least gave them the discount.
Yeah.
They're not working, you know.
I know.
Here's the 0-1. Maben swings and fouls it at the plate, 0-2.
So every now and then I get autographed balls to pictures, and they put money in there. I send it back. I mean, what are they going to do with all that money? I mean, a big star, wealthy guy like me, you know?
Absolutely right. Here's the 0-2 to Maben. In the dirt, 1-2.
Baseball is wonderful, folks. If you're ever in it, you ought to get in it if you haven't been there, because it is exciting and interesting. And the baseball fan is untouchable. They're outstanding.
1-2 the count on Maben. 4-1 Padres fourth inning. And the pitch. Maben takes strike 3 called, and he knew it.
Yeah, that was a good pitch.
That is the fourth strikeout for Chen. And 2 away. That'll bring up Chase Headley. Cabot Stains. You're probably never going to take the field in the majors, but you can look like a pro in your own backyard when you finish your deck with Cabot Wood Stains. The one in the yellow can. Cabot, that's pro. Chen ready to work to Headley. And first pitch low for a ball. Headley 0 for 2.
He's going to the breaking ball more than the sliders and the cuts. He's really doing a good job.
1-0. Pitch is in and a little bit low. 2 balls and no strikes to count on Chase Headley. Next one. Outside. 3-0. Ludwig on deck. All the trouble for Chen started after 2 were out. Actually, some trouble began at the very beginning of the third inning with the pop-up not caught. 3-0 taking strike. 3-1. And it turns out that all 4 of the runs in that inning were unearned against Bruce Chen.
You know, that always upsets me a little bit, and I'll tell you why.
Okay. 3-1 pitch in the air, center field. Ranging a little bit now to his left is Cabrera. He'll make the catch. And the inning has come to an end. I want you to talk about that when we come back in the top of the 5th. Padres 4, Royals 1. This is Padre Baseball, Double X 1090 in the Padres Radio Network.
Get wild. Get lucky. Get to the point.
visit my website today, jeffgraydds.com. It's a wonderful site filled with helpful information. So, isn't it time for you to look as young as you feel?
This is Ryan Ludwig. You're listening to Double X 1090.
Padres leading 4-1. We go to the top of the fifth. This is Escobar. We'll lead it off here against Stauffer. Take ball one. And now Stauffer's 1-0 pitch to Escobar. Low and outside, 2-0. Escobar in the ballgame has struck out looking. Up for the second time against Stauffer. And the 2-0 delivery. Fastball missing, 3-0. Bruce Chen is on deck. And the top of the order against Stauffer. 3-0 delivery. And in for a strike, 3-1. Pitch is starting to mount, as we've mentioned, 68. Nobody throwing in the Padre bullpen yet, but they're all going through their calisthenics. It looks like an organized workout out there. 3-1 is high for ball four. That is the second walk issued by Tim Stauffer. And it will set up the sacrifice situation here for Chen with nobody out in the fifth. Padres up 4-1.
Okay, earned and unearned runs. Okay,
Yep.
First batter gets on, Stauffer on an error. Then there's a single, and there are 2 outs in a row, so it should be the third out. Over. Now, wait a minute. The pitcher then gives up a double, a single, a single, a single, a single. Come on.
I know.
The one run should be unearned was the one that was put on. That's all.
Chen bunts up the first base side. It'll be fielded by Rizzo. He'll throw to first with Orlando Hudson on the cover. Sacrifice successful, and it goes 3-4 in the book. And now down to second base with one away is Escobar. Back to the top of the order with Melky Cabrera.
Yeah, well, the third baseman dropped the ball on a confused play to start with, and then they blame him for all of the runs that came. Oh, come on, let's face it. Pitcher gave up 5 consecutive hits and is not charged with a run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base hits.
Yep. Yeah, there are some of those rules in baseball that may need to be updated or modified. There's a pitch in for ball one.
1869 is when this game started. If you change them, call me, will you, please?
I'm sure Commissioner Seelig is tuned in and is ready to hear exactly what we have to say.
The Rules Committee is tuned in.
There's the 1-0 pitch, high and outside. Stauffer missing here in this fifth. 2-0.
You know, something's happened out there. The sharpness that he had early in this inning is not quite there.
And Rob Johnson's going to run out and have a conversation. In the meantime, we got a couple of emails up here we want to get to, and this first one comes from the United Kingdom. Hey guys, how about a shout out to the Padre fans out here in the UK watching on MLB.TV today. They're getting our voices today as well.
I thought they'd be playing soccer or something.
A Padres fan since 1992.
Cricket.
See if we can get this rally going and get above the Dodgers. There's a line shot into right field. It'll be tracked down nicely there by Denorfia. Going back to tag is Escobar. Here comes the throw. It's on one bounce. He's in safely. Nice play out there by Denorfia to track down that hot line drive. But Escobar, who was thinking that was going to get over his head, was already halfway to third base, ran back to tag, and still got the third. Simon wants us to get above the Dodgers, so Simon, hopefully that's the case.
I forgot to tell you, the Padre Baseball is brought to you by Triple Hops Brewed Miller Lite. It tastes is greatness. In fact, we're going to try it and see how we do it with 4 of these under our belt during the game.
I don't think you want to see that.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't think our bosses want to see that either. There's a pitch low to Katz for ball one.
Might be a little different game. You never know. I've seen a couple of broadcasters who've tried that. It doesn't work.
Oh, I know. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Strike called. Inside corner evens it up at a ball and a strike. Escobar at third now with 2 away. Top of the fifth, a 4-1 Padres lead.
You know what was good about the pitcher in the fifth inning? That was a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. And for Tim, that's pretty much what he does. Reached back and got it.
All these folks enjoying the sunshine here in Southern California. The 1-1 pitch, high, 2-1.
This is a perfect baseball day. I don't know how you could do any better, believe me. Very little wind, beautiful sky, sun's out, perfect.
Remember the sunscreen.
Oh, yeah.
And now Stauffer will step off. I want to give a mention, too, to the gentleman that threw out the first pitch today. A young guy celebrating his 100th birthday today.
Oh, boy.
Pitch is in the dirt, rolls away from Johnson, but not far away. Arnold Burgesson was here and threw out a strike on that first pitch, celebrating birthday number 100. Happy birthday.
I don't know much about Getz, but the outfield's playing him like it's a softball game. Man, look at that center fielder and left fielder.
Yeah, they're in a little tight, aren't they?
Way in tight.
Arnold got to throw that first pitch out before the game today and looked real good in doing it, too.
You know, clubs spend a lot of money sending advanced scouts ahead. So obviously the word on him is he can't hit the ball over 200 feet because they're really in shallow.
3-1 pitch in the air left field. Heading toward the line now is Ludwig. He's under it. He's got it in fair territory. That's the inning. So the Royals strand a man at third after the lead walk. We'll walk away with nothing. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Padres 4, Royals 1. Padre Baseball, Double X 1090 and the Padres Radio Network.
I never thought I'd miss the days when a gallon of gas cost $3.
Visit Pacific Nissan today and experience the difference for yourself. Pacific Nissan, your San Diego Nissan dealer.
XEPE, XEPRS, 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
Double X 1090.
We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. It's brought to you by Collins Family Jewelers. You know the 4 C's of diamond quality. Remember the fifth and most important C, of course, that is Collins Family Jewelers. It is a 4-1 Padres lead. And it'll be Ryan Ludwig set to lead things off here against Bruce Chen. Ludwig, 1-run double. Back when the Padres scored all 4 of their runs in the third inning. He got in on him, and again, a foul left side. 0-1. Take a look at the scoreboard here momentarily. Let you get a glimpse as to what else is going on around Major League Baseball this afternoon. A lot of day games, the 0-1. Curve missed outside, 1-1. And the biggest one that Padre fans are following, the Twins blank the Dodgers 1-0 behind Scott Baker. Matt Capps his 13th save. 1-1 outside, 2-1.
You know, the great thing about that is if the Padres win this ballgame, they go out of last place. Yep. They've been buried there for a while, but it looks to me like they're on the move, and let's hope it keeps going.
2-1 pitch to Ludwig. Inside, 3-1. So the Dodgers lose. The Indians are leading at Arizona 4-1. They've reached the fifth. Justin Upton with his 13th. 3-1 outside, ball 4. Lead man on with a walk, and that'll bring up Anthony Rizzo.
Hey, gang, get a Padres Flex Pack 10-pack. Get it. You can have a ball with it. Save up to 20%. You can pick any combination of tickets, use them at one game or across the multiple games. It's your choice. Flex 10-pack tickets start as low as $11. I said $11. How about that? Available in 4 great seating sections. So get your your 10 Flex 10-pack today and call 619-795.
First pitch swing and a pop-up on the infield again. Will it be an adventure for Moustakas? This time, no. Will make the catch left of the mound. And And Rizzo pops out for the first out.
I got to practice that flex 10-pack, 10-pack. That's hard for me to say, you know. Anyway, call this number, 619-795-5008, and you can get for $11 all these good seats and fun. Man, how could you beat that? Check it out.
So here's Hudson. Orlando singled on the infield in the third, drove in a run. Runner at first base with one away. Padres up 4-1. Another chopper off a home plate. True hop this time to Moustakas. Has to hurry the throw and gets Hudson by a step. Now down to second base goes Ludwig with two away.
You know what I'd like to see?
What's that?
I think see Rizzo go something like 3 for 4, 4 for 4. Have a big day. Get him started. Give him the confidence he needs to move that batting average up a little bit. And set him on his way, because he's going to do it someday. Hope it's soon.
So here's Alberto Gonzalez. Reds win at Tampa 4-3. I mentioned that Justin Upton hit a homer for the Diamondbacks, and now B.J. Upton, his brother, homered for the Rays in the losing effort. It was his 12th. Pitch inside for ball one. Braves leading at Seattle 4-1 after 5 innings. Swing and a miss, 1-1. That's the only day activity, but several games set to go later on, including the Cubs and the Giants. Giants red hot all of a sudden. They've won 7. They took a doubleheader from the Cubs at Wrigley yesterday. 1-1, swinging a foul right off the top of the helmet. Brian Pena, 1-2.
Yeah, one of those games with the Giants, Zito, who had done nothing against anybody with a big salary to go with it, won a game yesterday in a big one.
Chen inching towards 100 pitches. Nate Adcock was warming up. A right-hander down the right field line.
If you get to 100 and you're not through 5 innings, you got a long day ahead of you.
Padres leading 4-1. Runner at second base now with 2 away. A 1-2 count on Alberto Gonzalez. The pitch by Chen. Fouled out of play right side.
You know, I've seen more half swings by Padres hitters in this game than I have in a long time. So this guy on the mound, even though he's behind in the game and going toward 100 pitches, has him off balance almost throughout the entire game.
We'll set some of the other pitching matchups for you here shortly. 1-2 pitch. Gonzalez again fouls it out of play. Rockies and the White Sox at Coors in Denver. Mark Burley and Ubaldo Jimenez. The game ended yesterday on one of the strangest plays I think I've ever seen. Tulowitzki popped one into, it was Seth Smith that popped one into shallow center. And Tulowitzki scored from first base and won the game on a pop-up to center field that fell in. Pop-up of his own off the bat there of Alberto Gonzalez, tracked down by Escobar in the short left field area. He'll make the catch, and the Padres are done here in the 5th inning. We've played 5. It's the Padres 4 and the Royals 1. This is Padre Baseball, XX 1090 in the Padres Radio Network.
Darren Smith, weekdays at 2.
So here is Josh Spence on XX.
huge savings onto you. Visit GTMstores.com for weekly specials, coupons, directions, and more.
This is Kristen Orfeo. You're listening to Double X 1090.
Top of the sixth inning, Eric Hosmer will lead it off here for the Royals. Padres up 4-1. All of the scoring happened in the third inning. The Royals got a run in the top, and the Padres sent 10 men to the plate and scored 4 in the bottom. And Hosmer will take strike one. Good off-speed pitch there by Tim Stauffer to get ahead, 0-1.
Yeah, let's see what Stauffer does in this inning. He struggled a little bit in the fifth, but came back strong.
Hosmer, sharp ground ball to third. Backhanded skillfully there by Headley. Throw across is in time, one away. That'll bring up Alex Gordon, and a reminder for you folks about Petco Certified Nutrition. It's food that meets Petco standards for essential, advanced, or natural nutrition, or doesn't have what it takes to be on their shelves. You learn more at petco.com/certified. Petco is where the healthy pets go.
Gus
likes to go
Gus
there.
goes there all the time.
Gus will
He
reach.
sniffs around all over the place, drives everybody nuts, but he gets what he wants.
He'll reach into the front seat there, honk the horn when you go by. I know. There's the pitch to Gordon, swing and a miss. 0-1. Alex Gordon, 1 for 2 in the game. Double and a pop out. 0-1. Grounded foul, first base. That'll hop into the stands, 0-2. So an off day tomorrow for the Padres before beginning another 3-city road trip.
They're pretty good cities, I might add.
10-gamer before the All-Star break. High ball inside, 1-2.
Seattle, L.A., San Francisco, or vice versa. Seattle, San Francisco, L.A., whatever. Good cities.
Absolutely right. All in the same time zone, too. Pitch is inside, 2-2. The last trip, we went from Pacific time to Mountain time in Denver, then to Central time in Minneapolis, and then to East Coast time in Boston. Pop out of play. Still 2-2 on Alex Gordon. Takes a little adjusting, you know. I mean, you go a couple of time zones, and it takes you a day or so to really get acclimated, and then by that time you're leaving.
Well, you got to be somebody like me to handle that.
Swing and a miss. Chase the high fastball. Down on strikes is Alex Gordon.
I called my sister from New York at 7:30. I forgot that was the Eastern time zone.
I'll bet she was
very
pleased.
happy. What do happen? It's 4:30 in the morning. She wasn't happy.
So here's Frank Court. Padres leading 4-1 in the sixth, and a foul straight back and out of play. That had some hair on it. That thing was coming back. Looked a little hungry. Wanted to take a bite out of something.
You know, we rarely get a ball in the broadcast booth.
They go to our right a little bit.
Yeah. Not much up there.
More toward the writer's section. Foul out of play, just like that one.
What timing. Look at that.
How about it, huh?
Fair-handed. Put him in the outfield.
We're pretty much right behind home plate and up. And the Riders sit up the first base line a little bit. They get some of them. 0-2. Got him looking. Great pitch there on the slider by Stauffer. Back-to-back strikeouts. Number 6 in the game. And we're through 5.5. It's the Padres 4 and the Royals 1. This is Padre Baseball. Double X 1090 in the Padres Radio Network.
Coffee, please.
Phyllis, what's that spring in
vehicle cannot be part of a rental or commercial fleet or a livery or taxi vehicle. See Plan or your participating Toyota dealer for complete coverage details.
From the Cox Communication Studios, this is Double X 1090.
Bottom 6, Padres leading 4-1. Rob Johnson will lead things off. Number 8 hitter, Stauffer in the on-deck circle. And then back to the top, and Johnson swings and hits the first pitch in the air, foul right side. Chasing over near the dugout is Hosmer and runs out of room. That ball just dumped into the Padre dugout. 0-1. There are people watching this game everywhere here today. They're up on the top level of the Western Metal Supply Company building. All 3 of the levels of suites are filled as well.
And from the hotel.
Yeah.
We do that a lot.
So Johnson down, no balls and 1 strike. Now the lefty Chen into the line, the 0-1. Slow curve, swing and a miss, 0-2. Well, Aaron Harang, who has been out of action for a while, is going to go through what they call intense bullpen session. Kind of simulate action as well, simulate a game. The 0-2 line down the right field line. That'll slice foul and get out of play. Harang's been bothered by the stress fracture in his foot. And they want to test things out. He says he feels pretty good. He's still walking around a little bit in that boot.
Yeah, but pretty good's not good enough.
I understand. And I think he gets it too.
Yeah.
I don't think folks realize that a foot injury can certainly lead to an arm injury if you're not careful. 0-2 bounces in. Pena with a good block.
One of the great pitchers of all time, Dizzy Dean, hurt his foot and pitched with it and ended up half a pitcher after that.
And what we mean by that is you change your mechanics and you put a lot more stress on the arm if you change things from what you normally do. So that's always a concern, even when a pitcher hurts something other than his arm. 1-2 to Johnson. Swing and a miss on the slow curve. And that is out number 1 for the Padres here in the 6th inning, leading 4-1. That'll bring up Tim Stauffer.
Hey, when it comes to quality and fuel efficiency, Toyota's got what it takes, gang. When it comes to great deals and service, your San Diego Toyota dealers, they also have what it takes.
So 5 strikeouts for Chen, and a pitch inside to Tim Stauffer for ball 1. Stauffer started out that 4-run 3rd inning with a pop-up that Moustakas could not locate and ended up dropping after juggling. And the Padres scored 4 runs. He'll take a strike, evens it up at a ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch is in the air to right field. Jeff Francoeur drifting back now, squaring up to home plate and making the catch for out number 2. Back to the top of the order now for Denorfia. And a reminder for you, after the All-Star break on Sunday, July 17th, the Padres and the Giants here at 1:05. It's Military Appreciation Day with military T-shirts for the kids presented by Northrop Grumman. First 8,000 kids 14 and younger get a Padres T-shirt. They can run the bases after the game as well. Special day for the kids and a special day for the military as always here in San Diego. Get those tickets today at Padres.com, Sunday, July 17th. Chen's pitch low and outside for ball 1. What a nice crowd here for a Wednesday afternoon. Pitch outside, 2-0.
Yeah, about 5,000 kids with them. Great.
Love having the kids here.
Yeah, because they develop a longing for it.
Denorfia misses it, takes it low, that is 3-0. Royals will head on to Denver. They'll have an off day tomorrow in Denver. Take on the Rockies for 3. Pitch taken for a strike. And they get back to a regular American League action with the White Sox next week. 3-1, swing and a miss, off speed. Pulled the string on that change, and it's full 3-2.
Hey, that's a magic pitch for him. If he's going to stay in the big leagues, he's got to have that changeup. And also the spots. The ball moves well, but it's that changeup that has the hitter's nuts.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3. Inning over. A couple of strikeouts here in the inning for Chen. That gives him 6 for the game. And we have played 6 innings. Padres 4, Royals 1. This is Padre Baseball. Double X 1090 in the Padres Radio Network.
That ball lined into left center. Maben on his horse and makes the catch. Welcome back, Cameron Maben.
Come cheer on your Padres Saturday.
Padres have a 4-1 lead. We're going to go to the top of the 7th inning now. Tim Stauffer pitching a nice game, a run on 3 hits. That is all he's given up. He has struck out 6, including Jeff Francoeur 3 times. Pitch fouled out of play by Mike Moustakas to lead things off. 0-1.
And I know Bud Black is watching the Padre pitcher Stauffer very closely to see what happens, because this is the inning where he can make or break it. Let's see if he gets through.
Here's the 0-1 and a high pop-up on the infield right side. Rizzo coming in, so is Orlando Hudson. Rizzo is calling. He is under it. He's got it with a one-hand grab, and that's out number 1.
Hey, gang, don't forget the Dame and the Thing is coming out to watch the Padres take on the San Francisco Giants on Friday, July 15th. That's at 7:05. You can cheer the Padres on with a whiteout rally towel presented by Taylor Made Golf. Stay after the game for a spectacular Padres postgame fireworks show presented by Northgate Gonzalez Market. Boy, you got all kinds of goodies. You remember the date, July 15th.
First pitch, a strike.
You got the rally towel, you got fireworks, you got it all. Get your tickets today at Padres.com. July 15th, that's going to be a bonanza night for San Diego right here.
There's Brian Pena on the 0-1. Checks the swing, takes it high, 1-1.
Of course, the Giants doing pretty good. They're on top in the West, and of course, their pitching has come around rather nicely, I might add.
Yes, sir. 7 straight wins. That one's low, 2-1. I said some of the other matchups for you tonight. Milwaukee will be taking on the Yankees in New York. Markham against Burnett. 2-1 fouled back to the screen.
Well, that's pretty good. Here is Stauffer in the 7th inning. Came up with a 91-mile-an-hour fastball when he wanted to blow it by him. Did a good job.
2-2 the count on Brian Pena. Cardinals in Baltimore once again to take the Orioles on. It'll be Chris Carpenter and Chris Jacobauskas.
Well, so far a little rustling in the Padre bullpen, but nobody throwing yet.
3-2 pitch now to Pena. Pop-up. Left side. Alberto Gonzalez, the shortstop, ranging into the outfield grass just a couple of steps. He'll make the catch out number 2.
Good job. Good job.
So here's Alcides Escobar. Padres leading 4-1. Angels host the Nationals. Dan Herron and Jordan Zimmerman. Mets in Detroit. Capuano against Koch. Boston taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. It'll be John Lackey against Van Worley. And Adrian Gonzalez is slated to play right field for the Boston Red Sox here tonight, so they can get Big Papi into the lineup with no DH in a National League Park. Pitch is high for ball 1.
You say Gonzalez is in right field?
He'll be playing right field. That's at least the plan right now.
That should be interesting.
First time since 06. Here's the 1-0. And a fastball missing high, 2-0. Billy Butler is on deck as a pinch hitter, their normal DH. big right-handed hitter, is waiting on deck to hit for Bruce Chen. Should this inning continue, that is. Here's the 2-0 to Escobar. Chop foul, third base, rolling into the dugout. Later on, also Pittsburgh will be in Toronto. Astros and the Rangers once again at Minute Maid. Astros have lost 4 straight. And the A's will host the Marlins later on as well. Pitch low and outside. He shortened a bunt. He pitched nowhere close, though. 3-1. Again, the Dodgers have lost their game today to Minnesota 1-0. Padres leading 4-1 in the 7th, and there's a line shot, base hit into left. On a 3-1 pitch, Escobar collects his first hit of the game, and that will bring Butler to the plate.
It also brings the bullpen active in a hurry. 2 of them going quickly.
Fastball just got too much of the inside corner. And Escobar able to collect his first hit. Ernesto Friere and Josh Spence throwing in the Padre bullpen. So here's Butler. First pitch to him, low and outside. Butler made the start at first base yesterday against the left-handed pitcher Clayton Richard and went 0 for 4. Also as a pinch hitter in game 1, came up empty on a great play by Hudson. And now with 103 pitches under his belt and ball 1 to Butler, it'll be Darren Balsley, the pitching coach, to go out to give Friere and Spence a little extra chance to warm up.
Yeah, he's just stalling for time, that's all, because they figure that right now, even though you need only 1 out, in a hurry, the ball game can be tied with a big shot.
So 2 outs in the 7th. The Padres leading 4-1. Butler, a big right-handed bat. 6 homers, 34 RBI. There's a good curve in there for a strike. 1-1. Royals in those royal blue tops over their traveling gray road pants. Another off-speed pitch, missing inside, 2-1.
You know, I played in Kansas City when they were the Blues.
Yeah.
Minor league ball club, though, but did okay in those days. Back at the turn of the century.
Good, good tasty barbecue, right?
Yeah.
2-1 pitch, outside, 3-1.
The ballpark was at, let's see, 22nd and forget the other name of the street. On 22nd and Brooklyn it was. 22nd and Brooklyn.
Nice.
How about that? I mean,
that's pretty impressive.
Reaching back, yeah.
That is impressive. 3-1 to Butler. On the ground, sharply to the shortstop. Gonzalez, backhand pick, throw to second in time. They get the force. That ball was hit like a bullet. And Alberto Gonzalez played it on the backhand and made the strong throw to second to get the force, and the inning is over. It'll be stretch time here in San Diego. As fans will get up and stretch those legs, sing a little "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." We'll come back for the bottom of the 7th inning. Padres 4, Royals 1. This is Padre Baseball, Double X 1090 and the Padres Radio Network.
Deals. Order from On the Border's new 3-course Real Deals menu starting at just $14.99 and get an Ultra-Star Movie Pass valued at around $12. Do the math. The meal or the movie's almost free. Visit On the Border today. See store for details.
From the Cox Communication Studios, this is Double X 1090.
New pitcher for the Royals here in the 7th inning, Lewis Coleman. And a first pitch.
One of my relatives.
Yeah, it's a Cameron Maven. I was going to ask you.
Relative.
Good-looking kid. No doubt about that, huh?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen him yet. I don't know if he resembles anybody I know, but we'll find out.
And the 0-1 is fouled out of play. 0-2 now. Against Cameron Maven. 4-1 is the Padres lead.
Used to be a Joe Coleman, pitched for Philadelphia. Hated his guts. Got me out all the time.
Beat around the bush, why don't you? Here comes the 0-2. And a pop-up.
I just wanted to know where I stood.
Into right field. Here's Francoeur to make the catch. And that's out number 1. So Maven is retired. And that'll bring to the plate Chase Headley. Still in search of a hit here today to keep that hitting streak going. But see what happens here. He's 0 for 3. So what can we tell you about Coleman? He is a Mississippi born and bred.
None of my relatives came from Mississippi. Nobody.
6'4", 210 pounds.
Too big.
And a curve is outside for a ball. See, it says here that he is a huge fan of former Yankee second baseman with the same name of Jerry Coleman.
You know, you ever hear people lie on the air, you know?
That was what I just did. Pitch outside, 2-0. This is a kid that was drafted in the 5th round of the 09 draft.
Now, when was he born? Let me know when he was born.
April of 1986.
Well, I had been retired about 30 years at that point when he was born, mind you.
There you go. Pitch is in for a strike, 2-1.
Just like yesterday, you know.
First sniff of the big leagues here after a couple of years of minor league ball. And the pitch is grounded back up toward the middle. Backhanded there by Getz. He'll set and throw to first in time. And the first 2 are retired here in the 7th inning. 4-1 Padres. That'll bring up Ryan Ludwig. Now we try to have a little fun here at the ballpark, as everybody does.
Absolutely. You know what Chen did? He didn't walk but one man.
Yep.
Did okay with his control.
So Chen done after 6 innings. And a big swing and a miss by Ryan Ludwig. Lewis Coleman.
From Mississippi.
0-2 on the year at 2.82. This is his 23rd overall appearance.
Southern boy.
Kind of sets up different out there on the mound as well. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Throws across the body in that crossfire action, missing outside, 1-1.
He's a side wheeler, and the way he sets up that sidearm pitch fairly well against those right-hand batters.
Front leg, left leg, pointed more toward third base. You can see the entire name on the back of his jersey when you're at the plate. And the 1-1 that is outside, 2-1. And it does kind of set up that motion where he steps and then throws across his body.
Tell you, if you're a right-hand batter against the outside corner, you got a problem.
2-1. Here's the pitch to Ludwig. Swinging a foul at the plate. That got a whole bunch of Brian Pena.
He's taking a beating today.
Yes, he is. He took a beating in that first game, too, I remember. A lot of foul tips. And that unique setup by Coleman has that. His toes are actually pointed more up that third base line than even toward the dugout. He's got that front leg really closed.
He's past the dugout, actually, at that point, almost toward the short left field.
Those bright blue shoes. Works from the very center of the pitching rubber. Tall kid, 6'4". Here's a 2-2 now to Ludwig. Crossfire, swing and a miss, strike 3. And the inning is over. 1-2-3. Go the Padres here in the 7th. After 7 innings, Padres 4, Royals 1. Padre Baseball. Double X 1090. Padres Radio Network.
Little Debbie Snack Cakes are on a mission to get 1 million people to smile by sharing Little Debbie Snack
Diamonds Limited, 450 Fletcher Parkway, El Cajon, across from Parkway Plaza, and at diamondsltd.com.
You're listening to Padres Baseball on Double X 1090.
Don't forget, fans, every time the Padres score a run, Phil's Barbecue makes a donation to Big Brothers and Big Sisters of San Diego County. Runs for the right cause, and they're brought to you by Phil's Barbecue. We go to the 8th inning. A couple of changes here for the Padres. Josh Spence, the Australian left-hander, will be on the mound. Also now in right field is Will Venable. Venable coming in to play right, and he is in the number 9 spot in the batting order, I would assume, as that shifts Denorfia from right field to left field. And the batter will be Melky Cabrera against Josh Spence, who again is a finesse pitcher, as he calls himself. Fastball about 82, 83. Some good deception in the delivery and a lot of off-speed pitches that have had hitters so far kind of baffled. First one on the way to Cabrera, who'll switch around and hit from the right side. He'll take a fastball at 80 miles an hour for strike one. So Josh Spence working from the windup, and the 0-1 pitch missing inside. Count evens at a ball and a strike.
Only game number 4 for Spence, and hasn't pitched a lot at all. Only about 3 1/3 innings, so he's really be getting, I guess, baptized in a way.
1-1 to Cabrera. High fly ball lazily into left. Tough play though. Denorfia, long run coming, still chasing, still sliding, and making the grab as he slides across the foul line. Oh, he covered a ton of ground out there to Chris Denorfia, and he made a sliding catch across the line to retire Cabrera. One away.
I thought Denorfia got fooled on the play because he really was sort of lagging in there. Suddenly, oh, wow, I better get going here. He didn't start out as fast as he would like to.
Still chasing all the way there and making that nice sliding catch across the foul line. And the first man retired. Now gets to the plate. Lefty against lefty. He'll take the fastball for a strike on the outside corner. 0-1.
You watch these players enough, Andy, and you really find that the outfielders really have trouble coming and going.
There's a line shot to right field, a base hit. Significant in the fact that this is the first man to reach in the young big league career against Josh Spence. He had set down the first 11 he had faced, including the out there from Cabrera, so a man aboard. 4-1 is the Padres lead. We're in the top of the 8th inning. And the batter is Eric Hosmer. Pitch by Spence. Slider strike. 0-1.
They got Chad Qualls, the right-hander, thrown to the bullpen right now, just in case that Spence has more trouble. We'll find out.
Hosmer, a left-handed hitter, and Gordon also a lefty. And a throw over to first base. Gets back on the bag. 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Padres. 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error for the Royals. Tim Stauffer, good again. 7 innings, 4 hits, a run earned, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Another throw to first.
And I think if Bud Black can do it, he'd love to not see Bell pitch today. He's pitched so much. You know, you want one of the bigger series coming up and give him an extra day tomorrow, get that off.
0-1 pitch upstairs and outside. 1-1. Spence has only been in the United States about 5 years. He went to Arizona State. He's got an entire country rooting for him down there in Australia. Here's the 1-1. Strike. Good one on the outside corner. 1-2.
We had several Australians a few years back that came over. As you mentioned, I haven't seen many recently.
So a few still playing in the big leagues here.
Yeah.
1-2 pitch. Reached down and popped it up. Right side. Orlando Hudson still on the infield dirt. Calling, catching. Out number 2.
Hey, Cabot Staines, you know you're probably never going to take the field in the majors. We know that. But when you finish your deck with Cabot wood stains, the one in the yellow can, that is, Cabot. Man, that's the pro. You'll love it. Cabot Stains. Don't forget to check it out.
Picture postcard day here in San Diego. So far so good on the score as well. 4-1 Padres 8th inning. Here's Alex Gordon with a man at first base and 2 away. The pitch by Spence. Checked and taken outside for ball 1.
I don't want to jump the gun on this, but if the Padres win this, they move out of last place ahead of the Dodgers. That'll be nice to get them in the right frame of mind on this road trip coming up.
Dodgers lose 1-0 in Minnesota today. Throw to first. Trying to think of recent Padre Australian players. It was Justin Huber, an outfielder Padres had for a while.
Not many of them have been, outstanding. They've just been here.
Greg Shipley, swing and a miss, 1-1. Graham Lloyd is one of the more popular guys. Dave Nilsson was a former catcher for the Brewers. Trent Olchin, who is still playing in the big leagues, is.
How do you remember all these guys?
I don't know.
You don't even speak Australian.
I've got a lot of time on my hands. Pitch is a little bit high, 2-1. (4-1) is the Padres lead here in the 8th inning. There's a 2-1 pitch. Strike called. Evens it up at 2-2.
He set him up with that pitch beautifully. He threw him a lot of off-speed stuff, breaking, but then slipped a fastball by him, which he'd love to get back. He won't see it again.
Gets with a short lead at first base. And the 2-2 pitch in the air. Right center field. Trouble. It'll be fielded on a bounce here by Maben. It'll be first and third now with 2 away. And a right-hand hitting Jeff Francoeur coming to the plate. I have a feeling we'll see Buddy Black momentarily.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
With Chad Qualls loosening up. And on cue, here comes Buddy Black out of that first base dugout. And he will go to the bullpen. He'll make the change here and get Qualls in. First and third with 2 away in the 8th inning. That'll bring the tying run to home plate here. Qualls will face him when we come back in just a moment. 4-1 Padres in the 8th. Back with more in a moment. Padre Baseball, XX 1090 in the Padres Radio Network.
Now during Toyota.
Ball's loosening up here for the Padres. He'll inherit a situation of first and third and 2 away in the top of the 8th inning. Padres leading by a score of 4-1. Qualls now on for his team leading 39th appearance. 4-3 record, a 3.03 on the ERA. League hitting .272 against him here. Well, we have a minute. I wanted to bring up something as well about the Padres' next series coming up against the Mariners. The Sunday scheduled starter was Eric Bedard, who did such a great job against the Padres here. First time the Mariners came through. He has been put on the disabled list and will not pitch against the Padres on that Sunday game. They have not yet announced their starter, but the matchups will look like this. Friday night, 7:10 Pacific, Dustin Mosley against left-hander Jason Vargas. Saturday night, also a 7:10 Pacific time start. Lefty Corey Lupke making his second start. He'll go up against right-hander Doug Fister. And then on Sunday, a 1:10 in the afternoon start Pacific time. It'll be Matt Latos against a pitcher to be determined by the Seattle Mariners.
And the Mariners also only 3 games out, right behind the Angels that are a game and a half out, and both behind the other club, the Texas Rangers, that are on top. But I mean, it's tight over there, very tight.
Yeah. So here's Qualls working to Francoeur. Struck out 3 times so far in this game. First and third, and a big swing at the Chad Qualls slider. Coming up empty, 0-1. He was geared for a first pitch fastball and did not get it.
It's often, if you throw breaking stuff to a pitcher on a hitter on the first pitch, they'll take it. In this case, he was going for it.
Now Qualls ready on the 0-1. There goes Gordon towards second base, and a foul out of play. Gordon had a good jump. He'll have to come back, and now Francoeur down 0-2 to Chad Qualls.
Well, my gut feeling is that Bud Black right now would love to get out of this inning without giving up a run so he can keep Bell on the bench. Because Bell has pitched so much, you wonder how far he can go.
So Francoeur, the former Brave and New York Met. And the old whirl to third, fake to first play that doesn't normally work.
How about never?
Yeah. Handful of times.
All
right. Ball's ready to go. Here comes another 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him in the dirt. Tagged by Rob Johnson. Inning over.
Wow.
Jeff Francoeur with 4 strikeouts in this game, and he leaves runners at first and third. We've played 7.5 innings. Padres 4, Royals 1. This is Padre Baseball, XX 1090 in the Padres Radio Network.
Now, during Toyota's July 4th Spectacular.
Like name brand TVs, furniture, area rugs, and a lot more. Visit GTM stores in Santee and Lemon Grove or check GTMstores.com for weekly specials, coupons, directions, and more.
From the Cox Communication Studios, this is XX 1090.
Padres Baseball brought to you by Mission Federal Credit Union. What's your definition of success? Join the winning team and open an account at Mission Fed today. 4-1 is the Padre lead. And Lewis Coleman fires a first pitch strike to Anthony Rizzo. 0-1.
That ball came behind the third base coach's box. Wow.
0-1 to Anthony. Swing and a miss. High fastball. 0-2.
I interviewed Anthony yesterday, and I said, what's the biggest change? He said, the pitching.
Yeah.
And it is, no question. He was hitting 360 in the minor leagues, but up here it's different.
A couple of runs driven in on a big single today, and a swing and a miss. There's strike 3. Slider just disappeared on him. And one away in the Padre 8th.
Hey, are your pets at the top of their game? Well, they can be when you feed them Petco certified nutrition. It's food that meets Petco standards for essential, advanced, and natural nutrition. Learn more at petco.com/certified Petco. Where the health pets go. That's where Gus goes every day, sniffs by, and starts barking when they get by that time all the time. Kind of irritating in a way. Why, Gus, he got Bill up again. Wow.
Heath Bell beginning to loosen up for the Padres in the bullpen. This will be 4 straight days if he gets in. And a pitch in for a strike, 0-1.
Well, I'm sure Bud is thinking, well, tomorrow's an off day, and give him a little rest. But basically, you love to see him not pitch. We'll see what happens.
Now Coleman with that close setup and a pitch outside. evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, it's the price of winning games. You know, you get your closer into a bunch of games. That's a good thing.
Yeah, well, that means you're ahead.
Yep, good problem to have. Pitch, he tried to check, and I think
called him a strike.
He did call it a strike. I wondered if it tipped the bat, but I don't think it did.
You know, I think you might be right about that. I thought I heard something, and it wasn't a nickel being dropped somewhere, you know. Not in the dirt, anyway.
Take another look at it real quick here and see if we can pick something up. No, I don't think it was tipped. I think it just kind of went back to the backstop. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. There's strike 3. Boy, this Coleman kid is dazzling these Padre hitters right now. A little bit of an off-kiltered motion there and a little deception added.
Coleman clan, they're tough, boy.
I tell you, that last name carries some weight. Here's the batter, Alberto Gonzalez, 2 away in the 8th inning. 4-1 is the Padre lead. Mentioned that Ted Leitner rejoins us on Friday. His stats are great with Metafast. 40 pounds lost. He's keeping them off with Metafast. For a center near you, 1-888-9 Metafast or mymetaFastSanDiego.com.
Yeah, Ted Green looked like Slim Pickens. Gotta watch it.
Swing and a miss by Gonzalez. 0-1. Looked good. It does look good.
No, it really does. It helps them a lot.
There's the 0-1. Check on a pitch outside. 1-1. Padres leading 4-1. All the runs in this game came in the 3rd inning. Royals got out to the early 1-0 lead on a 2-out single by Eric Hosmer in the top of the 3rd, and the Padres sent 10 men to the plate and scored 4 runs in the 3rd and lead it 4-1 here in the bottom of the 8th. 1-1 Gonzalez, big cut and a miss. 1-2. 24,461 joining us here today. Good looking crowd. Swing and a miss. There's strike 3. He struck out the side. Wow. 4 strikeouts for Coleman in relief here. And we will head to the top of the 9th inning. Heath Bell will come on, and he is going to try to get his 23rd save of this season. Pitching for the 4th consecutive day. We'll go to the top of the 9th inning. It's the Padres 4 and the Royals 1. This is Padre Baseball. XX 1090 in the Padres Radio Network.
Get wild. Get lucky. Get to the point.
That serve the military and youth to use it however they wish to help them fulfill their mission.
That's pretty cool. Find out more at Padres.com/US Bank. US Bank, member FDIC.
Come to Sid's Carpet Barn's 4th of July sale. Now through July 5th, carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and stone flooring is on sale. And remember, at Sid's Carpet Barn, you can have next day installation.
Come on down, come on down. Yeah.
Coach John Katura, join me for Padres postgame next on XX 1090.
So Heath Bell in trying to save it here for Tim Stauffer. Padres have a 4-1 lead as we go to the 9th inning. Scheduled hitters are Moustakas, Pena, and Escobar against Bell, who has saved 3 games on this homestand, the last 3 in a row. Final game of that Braves series. Padres won that game 4-1. He came in and protected the first game of this Royals series, a 4-3 Padre win. And got the save last night on a 4-2 Padre win. Setting a trend here with the number 4 there. Padres have scored 4 runs in each of the last now 4 games.
Well, one thing, I know what Bud does. He always talks to these guys like a Bell. What do you think about today if we need you? And Bell will tell you always, I'm ready to go. But sometimes you got to take charge and slow him down.
So here's Moustakas. He'll take strike one from Heath Bell. Overall, Bell now appearing for the 34th time. 2-3, 2.45 ERA, 22 saves, and 23 chances. There's the 0-1 now. Low and outside, 1-1. There was a changeup by Bell. We've seen only a handful of those all year long from Heath. He does have it in the arsenal. Kind of a show-me pitch just to give someone else give the batter something to think about. Check swing, and he did hold up 2-1 on the curve from Heath Bell. Bell doesn't always make it easy. He does make it interesting from time to time. Ground ball back up toward the middle. Alberto Gonzalez fields, stumbles, throws on to first. Not in time. And a good job by Rizzo to get off the bag to make sure he made that catch as Alberto Gonzalez knocked it down behind the bag at second and threw wildly to first. And Rizzo off the bag to make the catch. Infield single for Moustakas.
That was a good call, Andy, because Rizzo picked up immediately the ball was going to go over his head. He took off to get it. Good job.
As much as a first baseman wants to keep his foot on the bag and try to make a great stretch, your responsibility is get that ball. And Anthony Rizzo did. So the switch hitting Pena from the left side. Lead man on. And a first pitch curve for a strike. 0-1. Wind is picked up again. You can probably hear that in the microphones down by home plate.
You really don't notice it. The flags are blowing off in the distance, but you don't get the feeling, except the noise, that there is any wind here.
Looking at the umpire, the home plate umpire's back of his shirt is also rippling in the breeze, and that's another indication.
You get one that fits next time.
No balls and one strike here on Pena. And the pitch outside, 1-1. And the old "Let's Go Padres" chant going up, getting a little louder.
Well, a ground ball for a double play would be nice.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Pena golfs it into right field. That's a base hit, solidly struck. And just like that, the tying run will come to the plate here in the 9th inning.
And with nobody out.
With nobody out.
Ouch.
And Alcides Escobar will be the man. Pinch hitter coming into the on-deck circle. Mitch Meyer will hit in the pitcher spot. A left-hand batter. Escobar, the right-hander, with first and second and nobody out. 4-1 Padres in the 9th.
And with a base hit was picked up by Pena, the bullpen for Kansas City started going on a hurry, just in case.
They've got Aaron Crow, a right-hander, setup man, working. And the first pitch to Escobar, low for a ball. Again, we mentioned Heath Bell now working for the 4th straight day. Off day tomorrow. 1-0 pitch. Popped up foul, straight back and out of play. 1-1. He could use a strikeout or still a ground ball would do him well.
I'm going double play all the way.
Okay, let's go double play. I'm going to write it down.
That'll take care of a lot of it.
That would be really nice. Not a ton of speed on the bases. Moustakas at second, Pena at first. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Escobar, fouled out of play right side. And again, as mentioned, the left-hand swinging Mitch Meyer in the on-deck circle to hit for the pitcher. Nice grab down there in the lower seats, right by the Padres' first base dugout. 1-2 to Escobar. 1 for 2 with a walk in the game. Former Milwaukee Brewer. 1-2, low and outside with a fastball, 2-2.
That would have been the pitch, because I think he had him complete. Had that went over the plate, he got him, but didn't work. So we'll see what happens.
Now Bell looking in, ready to go on his 2-2. Here it comes, and a high fly ball into left center field. Easy play here from Maben. He'll make the catch. Only a bluff from second. Has a good throw coming in from the outfield to Alberto Gonzalez. One away. Everybody holds the ground. And again, the pinch hitter will be the left-hander Mitch Meyer. Came up as pinch hitter last night and struck out in the 8th.
I'm going to say one thing about Bell. He's not just a fastball pitcher. He got sliders, breaking ball, little changeup. So he's got the variety out there. About the time you sit on that fastball, he'll get you with that off-speed stuff.
So Headley inching in on the grass at third base. And the first pitch to Meyer. Bullet fastball right down the middle, taken for a strike. 0-1. 4-1 is the Padres lead here in the 9th inning. 2 on with 1 away. Heath Bell trying to nail down the save for Tim Stauffer. Now the 0-1 pitch. Missing high and outside. 1-1. Bell with a tug of that blue San Diego cap on his head.
He goes through a lot of that, you know.
Yes,
boy,
he
he's
does.
pulling his hands and shirt and this and that.
Now the 1-1. Meyer takes it outside. 2-1.
Not a good guy to walk. It's a tying run.
Melky Cabrera waiting in the on-deck circle. Not a lot of pinch hitting numbers to give you for the Royals. That is, they don't do it a lot in the American League. Not needed really. But Meyer 3 for 8. 1-2 off speed curve. Hagen's there for a strike. It's 2-2. Runners off at first and second. We're in the top of the 9th inning. Padres have a 4-1 lead, that is. I wish it was 5. It's only 4. 4-1. And the 2-2 missing low. It's full 3-2.
Well, I'll tell you, from here, that looked perfect over the plate, but as Andy said, a little bit low. Not quite high enough.
Take another look at that one. That was really close. So now Heath ready on the 3-2. Runners stay. And a fly ball into left center. Carrying a little bit, though, but Maben will circle under it. He'll make the catch. Moustakas heading toward third. The throw will come to second. And Moustakas will get there now with 2 away.
Well, Moustakas doesn't mean much, really. You know, he's just there. Pena's the guy. The next guy that you really got to worry about, you know who that is, don't you? He's coming up right now.
Yes, he is. Melky Cabrera. Board telling the crowd to get on its feet. They're doing that. Royals runners at first and third with 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning. Padres lead by 3, 4-1. Trying for the sweep of these Kansas City Royals.
The one thing about you got to keep like Cabrera's got 9 home runs. He's not a patsy up there. He's got some distance in his bat.
There goes the runner Pena. He'll be allowed to take second base, and a first pitch strike, 0-1. Defensive indifference over there, so no stolen base for Pena.
The only thing that does is it takes away a force at second base, but outside of that, doesn't mean a thing.
This is the guy at the plate you need to get. Here's the 0-1 by Heath. Low and outside, 1-1.
Well, that's 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Still got good stuff out there, Andy.
Just having a hard time locating so far. A swing and a foul. Back to the screen. He had a big cut at the curve.
Yeah, he had a good swipe at it, too. Was not fooled at all.
1-2 the count. Everybody standing here amongst the 24,000. Second and third for the Royals with 2 away. 1-2 the count, top of the 9th inning. Heath Bell's pitch. Outside, snap throw to third, and the tag not in time. It was close. Moustakas was coming down the line, and Rob Johnson Threw a bullet to Chase Headley. The tag just late.
I think Yost would have run out of the box and hit him over there with a bat if he got picked off in that spot. Whew.
And that dive, the hand just got in before the tag. So now the count is 2-2. Here's Bell's pitch. Outside, it's full. 3-2.
Would you tell Heath that that's a tying run to not walk him? You talk about a finish, man. Oh man, this looks like a piece of cake, and all of a sudden you're right down to the wire. Hoping for the best. Let's hope that it works okay.
3-2. Here's the pitch to Cabrera. In the air to left field. When this one comes down, the Padres are going to complete the sweep. Denorfia makes the catch, and the game is over. And the Padres have won this one. A final score of 4-1. And the Padres have swept the Kansas City Royals and finished this homestand with a 5-1 record. Padres 4, Royals 1. That's your final here from Petco. We'll take a quick timeout, come back and recap it for you here in just a moment. This is Padre Baseball, XX 1090 in the Padres Radio Network.
I never thought I'd miss the days when a gallon of gas cost $3. Good thing the Sears Blue Automotive crew is here to help. They explained how old spark plugs could be hurting my car's fuel efficiency and told me when mine should be replaced.
Through July 5th, all cargo carriers on sale at their lowest prices of the season, starting at just $69.99. Plus, save on all tires, including mail-in rebates with a purchase of 4 Michelin or Goodyear tires. Special financing available. Sears Auto Center. Exclusions apply. See store for details. Offer end dates vary from 7/5 to 7/30.
One name you should know, the best place you can go, Toyota of Escondido.
At Toyota of Escondido, they know that anyone can just sell you a car. Bought for over 32 years, their family-owned and operated dealership has been dedicated to helping people just like you find the Toyota you want at a price you can really feel good about.
Toyota of Escondido.
Freeway Close, where Highway 78 meets Broadway, just off the 50.
Have you heard the news? Viejas Casino has teamed up with Coca-Cola for a summer splash. Head to Viejas Casino every day in July and make a splash. More cash, more splash. That's the Viejas difference.
You want 2 things from your spray painting project, right? You want it to look great, and you want it to last. That usually takes 2 products, a primer and a paint. But not anymore. New Krylon Dual Paint and Primer does both jobs. So in just one easy step, you get great Krylon color and a finish that lasts like you primed it. Krylon Dual Paint and Primer in one for a great look that lasts. Krylon, make it yours. Available at Walmart. Save money, live better.
XAPA.